what it is. We got another episode of Wild King Nights. This time we got guests, y'all. Featuring Cassie and 50 Baby Mama. Man, well, y'all niggas need to hurry the fuck up, man. God damn. Checking out my fucking day, man. God damn. Shalom to what it is. G-Man. Sneak House. We got Wild King. We got guests tonight on Wild King Nights, man. It's featuring Cassie and 50 Baby Mother. They got Cassie on recording, threatening to kill somebody, man. I didn't know Cassie was a killer. It's like you find out more and more every day. Davon, what it is? Hey, I ever think about you though? That's it. That my man Davon hit me in a while, man. You good, nigga? Man, they got Cassie on audio threatening to do bodily harm to the person that got a hold of her tape and was threatening to release it. I think it's the weird dude. I think he Polish or something. Alrighty. Then we got DJ Akademiks got marked out. Ain't see nobody really talking about that. Ain't nobody see DJ Akademiks get marked out. I think he was in Detroit. Yo thought he was safe. That's why he can't come outside, man. Yo come outside for a minute, nigga, press him. That's a goddamn, that's a fucked up life to live, yo. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. What's up, Edward? That man came, that nigga, yo tried to sneak to Detroit, nigga caught him. Oh, come on, bro. God damn, yo. Fuck, how many people gonna let fucking go? It's crazy. Dog, he can't go nowhere, man. I told you he's an Instacart shopper. You can't come outside. That man's an Amazon. Yo, come on, bro. I've been here longer than every motherfucking body, man. Oh, that's the fucking police I was trying to get away from. I try to hit the gas. I see the police lights flashing. I hit the gas and get stuck at the fucking light. It just rolled past though. Damn. Big ass fucking come on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Got a whole bunch of potholes in the road. Like, what type of job is this? Niggas doing a horrible job, man. Yeah, DJ Akademiks, Instacart, Amazon shopping ass nigga. Yo thought he was safe. Yo thought he was safe in Detroit. Nope, bitch, you ain't safe nowhere. Yeah, stay your ass in New Jersey, nigga, in the motherfucking house, nigga, where it's safe at, nigga. Yeah, I just dropped the upload too, y'all. Make sure y'all check that out on the Baltimore City Police. I was trying to drop it hours ago, but for some reason I couldn't. Oh yeah, I gotta get around these motherfucking potholes. I appreciate it. Man, definitely, this shit fucked up. They supposed to be fixing it. It look like they're making it worse. It look like they're making it worse, for real. Man, they put a pause on Diddy trial. I ain't even really get a chance to look into that. Yo, why they pause Diddy trial? I guess we can check it out. Look at this shit, all these fucking cars. They ain't even doing that much goddamn work. Where the fuck the workers at? The fuck niggas on break? There go a few of them. I'm in Pittsburgh, bro. I'm down there in the Midwest, man. You go another couple hours, you be Midwest. Oh, come on, yo, this is ridiculous. It's like yo, they only pick the black people flaggers. I wonder if they know that. Like every time I see black people doing that job, they always flaggers. They never the ones doing the work. They gotta know that if I notice it. Ain't no way they don't notice that shit. Oh, York, yeah, cause York an old town. I hustled out York a while ago, years ago. They be the fiends be telling out York. They'll line you up out there. But y'all seen 607 don't disrespect Munchie B, the nigga that be faking like he blind. That nigga Adam 22. Nigga need to sue Adam 22 for toxic workplace environment. That's easy money right there, yo. You work for Adam, sue his ass, toxic workplace environment. Easy money. You heard me. Workplace environment toxic as a motherfucker. 607 Unc was on there. You know how he be playing with the gangs and shit. You must forgot he was in LA. I think he called the nigga a gnat or slob or something. Whatever word disrespect bloods. I think he called him a slob. See, he was a slob killer. Them niggas bad as shit at 607 on. Oh yeah, why I say that? I told you, yo. Everybody needs 25 bottles, yo, at least. At the very least. You should be carrying 25 bottles of baby oil, man, just in case. I mean, you never know, shit might go down. Might need to get slippery, you heard me? That nigga Diddy funny as shit. That nigga Diddy had 900 bottles of Astro Glide. See the thing, yo, niggas make it ain't even baby oil. It's Astro Glide, whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what the fuck that is. The fuck people use that shit for? Diddy crazy as shit, man. They didn't pause the trial. Accused people of leaking information. Oh, it's KY Jelly. Oh, okay. Oh, Diddy a nasty motherfucker, boy. You ain't down the bowels of that shit. You ain't never run out. That nigga had a lifetime supply of KY Jelly. Yeah, Diddy funny as shit. It is, G, man. It is gonna be a lot of fucked up faces when he beat that shit. Niggas gonna be mad as shit. I can't wait. Yo, as long as he beat the Rico and the sex trafficking, that's a win. As long as he beat that sex trafficking, if they get him with transporting prostitutes, man, he won. He won. He might walk out of court. He might walk out of court in a month. Walk out of prison. By then, he gonna have time served on that. That's the crazy thing about it, yo. That charge by itself don't carry no real time. That's why the case so bogus. If they would just charge Diddy with transporting prostitutes, that nigga Diddy probably get 3 years. 18 months. Fed time. But since they tied it into a Rico, that nigga facing 30 to life. Shit bogus. Shit bogus for real. I only eat fried chicken, champ. I ain't eat fried chicken in years, man. He should beat it. He should beat the whole case because it should be a juror or two on that motherfucking panel, on that bench that be like, man, fuck all of this shit. This shit all bogus. I ain't even trying to hear no more of it. It's 8 men on the jury. Just don't know what kind of life they live. You know what I mean? What kind of life they live. What kind of life they live matter. It's hard, yo. Yo, so y'all ain't see DJ Akademiks get marked out? Now he beefing with Fig Community. That nigga got marked out by TDE. Now he beefing with Fig Community. I get what the fuck? Yeah, that didn't make sense. That's like a nigga steal you and you start fighting his homeboy. Nah, nigga, he the one stole you. You gonna fight the homeboy because you think he'll easy to fight. You don't want to fight the person that stole you. Y'all ain't see that shit? They ain't going down for that. They already solved them cases. They solved them cases already. There's no proof that Diddy paid anything. You know, more than likely he probably did, but they can't prove it. Everybody did. One person alive is Keefy D. Keefy D. Yeah, that nigga ain't credible. That nigga say any motherfucker thing to get out of trouble. That nigga like YSL Woody. Keefy D like YSL Woody. Keefy D was YSL Woody before we met him. Before he met Woody. A low down, dirty motherfucker that don't want to take accountability for his own actions. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know how that shit be, yo. Sometimes your past come back to haunt you. And you gotta accept that. You know what I mean? When you live the life of getting away with shit, sometimes you get caught up in shit that you ain't really, you know what I mean? You ain't really do. That's part of the game. You gotta stand on it. Fuck it, I got away with hella shit in my life. I knew this case bogus, but I ain't gonna say a nigga don't deserve to be here. You feel me? Definitely supposed to make it here one of these days. Oh shit, nigga got away with. Hey, where y'all trolls be coming from, man? I don't never see y'all. Y'all watch the channel and never comment. Just Whenever y'all decide to, y'all come in with some bullshit. Hey, Carmel Anthony. Yo, come on, yo, stop. Yo, Clemson, you don't gotta delete them. Yo, let the trolls troll. We need the trolls sometimes. Sometimes the trolls keep the conversation going. You only delete the trolls when they start getting excessive with it. Like if it's just one comment, 2 comments, cool. But when they start spamming, then that's when you send them on their way. Yeah, you know, only send them on their way when they start spamming. What's up, bad guy? One and only, what it is. I'm almost at the house for real. I was debating if I even wanted to go live. Oh, shit. Yeah, I know, that nigga's stupid. Yeah, I don't think trolls hit the like button. I think they just be bored with life. You know what I mean? They need some type of excitement. You know? They ain't really got nothing else going on. Just need a little bit of attention. Yo, their parents ain't give them attention growing up, so they seek it from the internet. It's the only time they ever get noticed. They'll get noticed though every time, yo, unless they trolling. Other than that, them niggas be invisible. Nobody sees them. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I know it's Juneteenth tomorrow. I mean today. Oh shit. Fucking dead, yo. Stop walking across the street, bitch. Supposed to be running. Yeah, you know, it's like a child. It's like a child that's acting up in school because they don't get attention. As long as you whipping their ass, they don't give a fuck. That's all they wanted anyway. It can be negative attention, positive attention. As long as you giving them attention, that's all they want. That's all the trolls want is attention, yo. They be in the house, nobody talks to them and shit. They don't check on them, they ain't got no friends. Same guys let them do what they do. What's up, Brian? Yeah, so Virgil, we're going to talk about these academics getting marked out. WACK 100 choosing sides. That nigga WACK 100 tapped his back on the West Coast and chose academics. That's how you know them niggas all agents. How the fuck you do that? 1 minute you talk about Kendrick Lamar, and next minute you ride with academics. Nigga, that shit don't even make sense. But it just shows he a rat, because that's what rats do. That's a characteristic of a rat. Untrustworthy. No loyalty. You know what I mean? So, it's not surprising that he chose academics over his own side. That's typically what they do. Motherfucker need to be tripping. If you outside at night, you shouldn't be having no black on. That should be against the law. A nigga like me, I can't just, I'm down there blind. I've been to hit a motherfucker. Like, oh shit. The fuck was that? Whole time this nigga out that bitch in all black on with a ski mask on, jogging in the middle of the night. Talking about he trying to sweat. Now I'm just trying to lose some weight. But bitch, put a clear plastic bag on, nigga, so the motherfucker see your dumb ass. Hold on, y'all. Oh. God damn it, drop my fucking phone. Bitch. You hooked the shy nigga in that, boy. You fucking nigga ain't never gonna get off. Gotta feed these fucking dogs. Gotta get that damn. Hold up, y'all. I ain't fucking seeing this bitch. Man, I gotta chill. Y'all ain't got no chill, man. Hey, shut your ass up. God damn it. Should I come to my fucking house? His ass wanna be bothering and shit. Alright, y'all. Let's see what the fuck going on. In fact, we can start with Diddy while I get everything situated. The fuck is that? A plane? It sounds mighty low. Matter of fact, let's go to 607 on. No jumper. So y'all can see what the fuck happened. Munchie B got marked out by a crackhead. Y'all got marked out by a crackhead. Damn, Munchie. That crackhead dude like that, bro. Well, I gotta find it. $607 ounce. Somebody got it. 607 ounce. Munchie. Oh, here you go right here. 607 ounce accidentally dissed Munchie B. Yeah, you know, this supposed to be an automatic violation. You know what I mean? Remember when Brick Baby got disrespected by hey, shut up! God damn it. Got disrespected by what the fuck that boy name? Not 4Extra, but the other nigga. I don't even know what the fuck happened there. What he got booked?
I don't know. You tell me what happened yesterday. Bro, you got
all my blood on tripping,
so
bro.
yesterday they got it confused, right? I was talking about something that happened in St. Louis back in the day. We'd say Hoover, boot remover, right? But that caused a problem because the way y'all clipped it up and made it like I was disrespecting the Bloods. I can't disrespect the Blood if I'm a Blood, right?
There's no more disrespectful phrase you could.
But I'm a Blood though, so they gotta understand. See, California be on some real up time. They taking every word serious.
Yeah,
What's
no
serious that I'm
accident.
here to help. That was
Serious.
What's serious that I'm here to help, right? And I'm really a Blood. They don't understand I'm a Blood and I'm a Crip though. So they be kind of confused. How you gonna be a Blood and a Crip?
You can't play like that.
I'm not playing.
You can't play.
Listen, if I was playing,
one day and red one day.
I was the Chicago GDP Vice Lord. They tried to kill me. You see, I'm still GDP Vice Lord, right? So I'm in LA, bro. I'm a prophet of God. I don't fear nothing. I came for the streets.
I'm on your side, Unc. Honestly, like it's not as far as
everything.
saying
You're
that.
a wood and you're
exactly
a
like
homie one day. You know.
You know what? Like I understand. Like, I get you, Unc.
You gotta understand me. You can't understand me.
I understand
me. So,
but with that being said, player, I get worried. Like I don't want something.
What you worried? Ain't what's gonna happen to me, bro? I spread love around. The Bloods, no. If a Blood disrespect me, the Bloods gonna come up, right? Because the Bloods understand that I'm here to pull wealth back into the trenches, gang.
The S word
I'm here to
is a bad word.
Gang, I'm here to pull. Listen,
and you know, and
you're
I'm
taking that character too far. This ain't no cars. I'm really Blood Crip. This ain't no cars. parents. I'm from St. Louis. I'm from the trenches. I'm dead.
Oh, man.
I died 5 times. I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
5 times.
I'm not playing, gang. Listen, but everybody think I'm playing.
I want it to be 6.
Listen,
Yeah, right.
No,
that's right. His night life.
no, I move in love. Gang, I move in love. I'm blood for real. I'm blood for real. I'm blood for real. So I didn't disrespect blood, right? But it's just that, like I say, it's just what I say. The people in LA, they trying to police LA, but they got to understand that I'm a free soul, and I speak. And if I say something wrong, I can apologize. If I apologize, it's over. Right? I understand where I'm at. Yeah. So I say, okay, I understand where I'm at, but I'm blood. When I go on Crip, I'm Crip too. So they got to understand that I understand where I'm at. I understand where I am.
You play both sides.
Like, no, I don't play both sides. I won't even play one side. No, I believe everything is one. I believe I'm Mexican too. Like, listen, no, I'm keeping it real.
Now, hold on. Well, I'm there for the waist down. Quote of the day. You feel me? I'm Mexican too. 607.
You're like a claimer. You're like. But how can I not be Mexican?
You claim everything.
Okay, how can I not be Mexican?
Hood-hoppied and everything.
Y'all sound crazy, but how can I not be Mexican? But how can I not be blood? How can I not be Crip when I'm from the streets? We all go through the same fucking struggle. We wake up in the same world, in the same firmament every fucking day.
We're stuck in the matrix.
Right? Well, so what the ICE going to get the Mexicans, but then the feds coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning to get so everybody getting kidnapped. Stop letting me. So we don't understand what the fuck we at, right? But they want to get mad at me because I said a word that everybody done said once in their lifetime, right? Man, cut that the out. I'm here for the streets.
Yeah, but
ain't no but.
There's a lot of buts.
Ain't no but. Ain't no but. Ain't no but unless the motherfucker going to yours.
There's a lot of buts.
Ain't no but unless we going to yours.
There's a lot of buts, and I'm gonna avenge what you said about Brick Baby. Going in your butt later. You feel me? Like,
hey, let me ask you this. So, you and Munchie, I had a conversation like after the pod was over with that.
No, listen. The thing is, why would I disrespect Munchie? Like, I promise. Let me tell you something. Munchie didn't want to sit next to me because he's like, on some gay shit, some fruity shit. But I still have no problem with that because, nigga, I ain't gay. But, okay, you want to run that. But I had no problem with Munchie, gang. Yeah. Me and Munchie would talk about the difference between Bloods in St. Louis and Bloods in California and the difference between Crips in St. Louis and Crips in California. And I told him, look, I'm a Crip, I'm a Hoover, and blase, and everything was good. Yeah. But then he just kept on throwing shots all that fucking day. Like, after I said that, like, he held it to his heart.
So he did it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did it. I know.
After I said it, he kept holding it to his heart.
Okay, after. Okay.
Nigga, and I kept on saying, damn, I apologized already. Damn, gang, why you keep on bringing this shit up?
No, but to be fair, I don't really think he did. I think he did for a while. I would say like the next 20 to 30 minutes were a little awkward with Munchie, but then after that, he switched his energy and was trying to be cool. And then you were taking things that he said personally when he wasn't.
No, he left too fast. I'm from St. Louis, gang. Anytime I'm gonna leave that fast without trying to resolve something, gang, it's something.
He
right?
always leaves fast.
No, not like that. He left and didn't even speak.
Never
he didn't even say bye, gang. He didn't even look my way.
Oh, what?
So you thought there was gonna be them bees outside waiting on you?
Yeah. No, I don't know what. Listen, I don't know what. If Blood's outside, I was throwing up blood. I was getting in the car with him, gang. Yeah. I'm blood, right? Listen, I'm blood in LA. I'm blood in St. Louis. I'm blood everywhere I go. I bleed the same blood. I'm not scared of the streets, gang. Yeah, they understand. Listen, so streets don't understand that. Damn, we up here, we on the internet, and internet different in the streets. Then there's a problem.
Hey, you know what I do find ironic, and this isn't to defend you. Or it's definitely not going against you, but I'm not saying this to defend you. I just want to make that clear. But this fool Munchie yesterday, I think it's ironic that he was tripping on me over Lil Brazy. You feel me? Lil Brazy.
Hey, Blue, this ain't the black community. These are sellouts and goofballs. Don't ever get it confused.
A youngster.
Yeah.
Right. A very young.
How old is he?
He's 15 years old, allegedly. You feel me? Who knows? Really.
He was tripping on you for what?
For when Lil Brazy used a word that's derogatory for
6 or 7, I'm gonna get his ass killed. Keep playing games.
He said what I was supposed to do in that moment, and this is per what he said on the pod yesterday. I was supposed to fire on it. And then he didn't even fire on him. Disrespected in a far
Quit
worse
saying I
manner.
disrespect
And he
nobody.
doubled down
See,
twice.
here's the thing.
Unintentionally.
I'm not.
Debatably,
I did not disrespect nobody, gang. We were talking about
Well, this
something.
is a genius.
I talked
He knows
about
what
the
he's doing.
past.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
No, I'm
dog.
not the genius.
Yeah, you're a genius.
I'm just like Jesus.
No, you're just
The problem is you
disingenuous.
pray
Yo, keep playing, yo. Yo, better stop playing.
to you should have prayed to me. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, gang. Listen, so
This was
no,
a genius. You know what you're doing.
no, I don't know.
You calculate every
I
move.
don't know what I'm doing,
I don't
gang.
know.
I'm being controlled by the spirit. That's what I'm telling you. So whatever it is I'm doing, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing it for. You think I want to disrespect the blood?
Schizophrenia is the spirit.
Do you think I want to disrespect the bloods, bro, and go to war with bloods? No, I won't love, gang.
No, you were just.
But this
you
has
said
to
that since you
happen.
was in-
This has to happen so they can understand that I'm pure and I'm not running from. If I make a mistake, so fucking what? Okay, love me still. I'm a blood. Tell me what blood out there ain't made no mistake before. I'm not laughing. This shit ain't funny.
Natasha, what's up, baby?
This was crazy.
I follow
It's
crazily smart. I follow how you standing on it.
No, not
Yeah.
Natasha,
No, I'm saying, I
Natisha.
feel
Standing on
business.
standing on what though?
No, I
Exactly.
feel like this
What is he
personally-
saying?
Now, I don't watch me. He's a cornball. I really was looking for the video with him and Munchie B. I think he's a horrible representation of a black man. He a sellout. Here you go right here.
About it. I'm gonna speak on it, but I ain't gonna be nobody proof. I ain't gonna be no proof. He ain't gonna knock me out first.
You ain't got no confidence in your squad.
He say he knock out me.
That mean you
What
gotta
if he really
subscribe to
knock
the
out
channel.
Is you gonna let them know you from
Who
home?
would it be really? From St. Louis, we don't squabble. See, y'all,
just tell me
LA
that.
different. Y'all brag about fighting.
Is
That's
you gonna
it.
let 4 extras know you from home?
I'm from Hoover. But
Is you gonna let him know that?
you gotta listen to me. In St. Louis, y'all brag about
No,
fighting.
I know in St.
Y'all
Louis.
brag about fighting. Now, in St. Louis, we brag about killing, gang.
No.
We do murder.
Yeah, you gotta
You
kill a
gotta
lot
show
of
for
people.
us
We
so
do
you're
murder.
hurt.
We don't do no fighting. I can't do no wrestling with no man.
Hey,
Unless I feel a
I ain't never seen him say nothing funny. When he's serious, he ain't that bad. I only called him serious once. But I don't play games. Like, he played too many games for me. Like, I don't think games are funny.
games. I don't do no squabbling.
Is you gonna let 4 extras?
Yeah, I don't do no squabbling. I'm not fighting. Yeah, is that what you want to hear? I don't
We're not
squabble.
asking you to fight him.
I don't catch fades.
That's a scary nigga.
I don't catch fades, nigga. I kill. I'm from St. Louis, gang. Stop
You
playing
ain't
with
in
me.
St. Louis.
I kill.
Everywhere St. Louis.
You ain't in St. Louis.
Everywhere St. Louis, gang. We don't
Nah.
fight. Name one nigga from St. Louis that can fight.
I know some.
Come
I'm
on,
from
gang.
St. Louis.
They use it. They use it. We don't use that. We use the
I'm
tools.
fairly all on Cardinal.
the
They on Greer.
Come on, gang. We don't fight. I'm from St. Louis, gang. I ain't doing no fight. I'm playing. Why would I fight in California? Somebody else later. I know I'm gonna get jumped even if I try to win.
No. You
I'm
can head up.
getting beat. Cause y'all really fade.
No.
Y'all been training y'all whole life to fade. Don't play with me. The bottom, all y'all do is
shoot
push
out
up
here,
and
too.
muscles and shit.
Hey,
I ain't fighting you niggas.
one fair person.
How's it fair when you been training to fight your whole life?
Young Ander's a fair dude.
Well, how's the fight?
You'll go over there and he'll be like, man, give him a head up. You run
Gang.
across.
Everybody in California, bottom is
About the
small,
rest of the
top
A-Train,
is big as hell.
But if
Come on, man, stop playing with me. Everybody in California. They on their front
Everybody
yard.
in California
They on
is
their
Yeah.
front
like
They
yard.
just selling
pushing
out,
up
yo.
pipes, gang, like this, ready to squabble.
You know, this is what they pay for. You know what I mean? If you want to get on as a black man, this is what you got to do. This is what's promoted. This is what gets marketing dollars put behind it. Fuckery. You know what I mean? Pure fuckery. Nothing substantial. No message. Not even. This shit just straight nonsense. For real.
I ain't with all that.
Young Ant, he'll make sure you get a fair one. I don't know about the rest of the niggas.
St. Louis ain't no fair.
You might
Gang,
be
we from
so-
St. Louis, gang. We pulling up from Back Door City. I'm gonna play like it's good, and I'm pulling back up with the switch. That's how we do it. Say, I'm not playing, gang. I'm gonna play like, they gonna say you ain't from Hoover. I'm gonna say, damn right, I'm not from Hoover.
Okay, so simple question. Are you going to tell 4 Extra that you have Hoover tattooed on
Depending on how I feel. If I feel like
get it on my
I got the
phone,
up,
I'ma DM it to him.
let me tell you how it go. If I feel like I got the up, yeah, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah, so he definitely did it on purpose. He disrespecting him the whole time. So he's sitting there lying, act like he ain't doing it on purpose. But this whole conversation was about disrespect.
I'm from
Watch
Hoover.
this.
If I feel like I don't got the ups, I'm gonna say I'm not from Hoover.
Oh,
you don't got the ups.
I'm gonna slide
You don't
back
got
on
the
it
ups.
later. I'm from St. Louis.
Hey, I don't-
Nigga, I'm a caliber.
Bald head man gonna pack you
I
out.
don't even follow 4 extras.
Anybody gonna
But I
pack
know
me
some
out?
hoes that do. I'm gonna have them DM this Hoover tag.
Come on, man. I'm straight.
Nah,
Hoover.
you gotta bang your shit.
You
You
probably
know-
is.
Hoover slide remover.
What?
Hoover slide remover.
Hey, bro, watch your mouth.
Oh, I forgot.
You forgot what?
I forgot. I ain't know you was blood. I forgot, gang. That's what my mama.
No, don't let this content shit go.
No,
too
I forgot
far,
you was
nigga.
blooding. Listen, I forgot you was blooding for real.
You gotta watch out.
No, I thought he was blooding. I forgot he was blooding. I know he was no blood. I don't want to get my ass.
Yeah, but you shouldn't say that even if he's not around.
No,
That's a bad one.
Hey, bro. See, people let these characters go too far, bro.
Yeah, I apologize. I said sorry. It was an accident. On real shit, no content. But that's when you give me the character Crip that we used to say back in the day. So when you raise that kind of, you gotta understand. I'm a Crip for real. So you bring it out of me. That's what happened. But I apologize though, cause I ain't that right now. I'm everything. But that's just a past shit.
I think it means
We
something
used to say that.
different out there. Type
No, I don't mean, nigga. That mean the same shit across the globe. But like,
But if I apologize, it should be over, right?
Yeah, but this is
That's a sincere apology.
Yeah, no, I understand, but you shouldn't be dissing nobody.
No, I ain't trying to. Listen, you know when certain shit come out, we do it.
Let me say this.
Hey, listen, bro.
And let me say this. And that's a prime example, right? To see when we did the first episode with Unc, right? I really didn't too much play into it or really didn't too much trip. But you know, a lot of people was like on the internet in the comments, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like trying to play the gay narrative. Oh, and he was between your legs.
What's up, Kevin?
No, for real. But look, check it out. Look. Only a weirdo gonna bite. Like I did too much jail time, bro, and been through them stoops too much to even bite. Like even if I even thought you was like even playing with me like that, like it would have went different. So like that's why I didn't even do no content off of it. But I'm just saying, just like, you know, some people don't understand, or some people always try to put the if I was right there, like I guarantee you when we come off of here, it's gonna be so many people on one. I was right there, I would have took off and I would have did that.
But that was an honest accident, though.
And a lot of you
Spider Look, start your engine.
No. Y'all was out like I'm in California. Y'all ain't gonna say that was an honest accident.
But a lot of bro,
Yo, 607, don't go and get in some trouble down there, man. He played too much. Like he gotta stop all that playing, man.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think he was being intentional with that and intentional. Like you saying, you saying in your little act. So that's what I'm saying. Like people got to understand what's intentional and what's not. And somebody always talking about what they gonna do.
Man, that shit was intentional as a motherfucker.
That you can go back and find Buster activity on.
Right. And that's why I immediately said my bad to him. Like, damn, my bad. Because I damn, I forgot.
You sound like you said that a lot of times in your life.
I mean,
really rolled off the tongue.
I don't make mistakes. I don't make mistakes. If I do make mistakes, I'm a knowledge.
Even you saying GDP devices,
I'm a
like if
GDP
you were in
device
Chicago,
I'm
that
gonna
shit
stop
would be
all the
hot
time.
as fuck. That
Stop
shit,
playing.
nobody cares out here because those are not real things out
Everybody
here, but
know I'm in Chicago all the time, bro. Go to Chicago, you see me. Go to my page. I'm in Chicago.
maybe they
all
got
the time.
a better sense
I'm not faking in the streets. Just like I apologize to him, I'm not faking. They know I spread love, gang. That was a mistake. So mistakes is real. I'm GDP device, Lord. I'm the streets, gang. I don't disrespect nobody. That was a real mistake. That was an honest mistake, nigga. Like you try to spend some shit for content, nigga. When they pull up here ready to kill, nigga, be ready to die. I'm just saying right now, I apologize for real, gang. Nigga, let me sit right there so you can know I apologize.
Nah, what the fuck?
No, I'm for real, gang. Like that was an accident, gang. That wasn't like I didn't intentionally do that. Like in St. Louis, that was the thing that we say. Like other day, they said
that's a little
Hoover, like what Hoya mean?
Or whatever.
Yeah. So that was like this coming out like on that Hoover shit. But I'm not on that shit no more, gang. I'm in California. I ain't Hoover no more. I turned in my Crip card.
I think you guys get along out here too.
Said he Nash.
Yeah, I turned in my Crip card, gang.
We're like supposed to get along out here.
But listen, I come with love, and they be trying to put me in the middle because I'm from St. Louis. I'm from somebody else. But let me say this. California, I understand that y'all got y'all rules and y'all play by and y'all don't play. Well, listen, I'm 607 Unc, not the punk. If you don't like it, check Adam 22 about it. He the one hired me, right? He brought me to California. He know this that I be on, right? He know how I get down, right? So y'all need to have a problem with him. Don't have no problem with me, gang, on GD. On Larry David.
Larry David. I was thinking about stealing that.
It's our problem. Now the Crips our problem.
When your family's going every which way, share your morning at Bob Evans. Try our new chocolate strawberry farmer's choice or fresh strawberry hotcakes, just $6.99. Breakfast is better together at Bob Evans.
Shh, quiet.
That's like the equivalent.
Jurassic World, clasificada PG-13, solo en cines el 2 de julio.
Is that like the equivalent of being called the N-word? Alright, so let me show you what happened to DJ Akademiks. So DJ Akademiks, He must have had a pop-up show or something in Detroit. And niggas blitzed the pop-up show, man. I think this the page that got it. This the page. OT Ravel now.
No, he's a bitch. Don't be mad at us because you got pressed, dog. You went up there and got pressed, so now you mad at me. Ain't nothing I can do about it, dog.
No, I think the whole thing in a nutshell was he knows that niggas is TDE adjacent, and he's feeling like niggas is telling the homies information that making him seem like he got super pressed. You feel me? So it hit a sore spot for Cuz. You feel me?
I know what you're saying, because anybody can say anything, but they're not close to home.
Basically.
These two are close to home.
Yes, they're like, oh, nigga, you got pressed.
So maybe he thinks whatever situation, whatever he thinks happened, it's not.
It's all tied back to the TDE, so he's looking at it like that.
It's all tied back to Dave Free getting not him in Detroit.
Basically, yes.
So what happened, man? I don't know.
Let's see if we can find it on YouTube. DJ Akademiks, Dave Free. Oh, so this happened a minute ago. The video just got released about being pressed by Dave Free. I must have missed this somehow.
You see Dave ran down on ACK. Yeah. Is it personal to you? Like it is for me.
Because I'll get down with you right now.
And you over there too? Everybody. Because
Where the fuck is the video at? Akademiks pulling up on T-Rail. Yeah, they pull up on the motherfucker by bluffing ass nigga. Where the fuck is the video at?
The video, man. Release the footage. All this extra stuff is cute. All this going back and forth. But I speak for the fans when I say we just want to see the video. Now, there's back and forth between call him a pussy.
Yo, I seen the video. Unless he got pressed by somebody else. What's that other page that nigga be posting? What's that other fucking page? Here you go. Oh no, this ain't even Dave Free, this somebody else. DJ Akademiks can't go outside, yo. What's up, Lord?
We and my dogs that kick some shit off, man. Everything's scandalous. Look at them standing up. Oh, now he talking about a lawsuit. Oh, nigga talking about a lawsuit.
Dang, so he got pressed again. Goddamn, Akademiks. They can't go nowhere. Nigga can't. They scared to come outside.
Narrative out there has been, yo, Ak is scared to go outside. He does not go to concerts. He does not want to be around any confrontation. WACK 100 chimed in and defended DJ Akademiks. He warned T-Rel and Smack, told them to back up off Akademiks or it's war.
Check this out. Don't be mistaken, homie. No jumper, we stand with Akademiks, right? No jumper and the academy, we ride as one. Ain't finna be all that double teaming. Everybody thinking they bigger than the program. They listen. I hate to say it. You know, it's a couple guys over there. Well, really, one guy I got major love for. That's like family. But hey, listen, with war come casualties. Either y'all stand down with Ak, right? You know, it's just like war. The U.S., we keep our ships in the water everywhere. Whoever we with, we with. Ak ain't got to come this far, bro. Don't make us start firing shots. You been warned.
That
You
nigga,
understand me?
WACK 100 trying to send some niggas to the federal. He trying to send some niggas to the Who Scout. Whenever WACK 100 get involved, you know niggas going to jail. That's the only way he know how to ride.
What's a community without no jumper? Huh? Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
Akademiks later on co-signed WACK's message saying, yo, there's a table. WACK 100, Adam, Vlad, Say Cheese, Joe Button, a few more of us. We know what it is. Once WACK speaks, Adam speaks. You already know. Well, T-Rel was not rocking with WACK, Adam, and Akademiks trying to gang up on him. T-Rel then dissed all three guys and told Akademiks he's going to pull up to his address.
My birthday yesterday. Man, hey, Akademiks, fuck you fat bitch.
What's up, Bob?
Yeah. Nigga, and I don't give a fuck about WACK either, nigga. Ain't no warnings, nigga. You don't give me no warning. You bitch. Everybody smack though, goddamn. Smack is gonna be swerving on shit. Go find the homie. Fuck you niggas talking about, nigga. Fuck Adam too, nigga. That nigga mad at me.
You niggas having a podcast war.
Press that press. Hey, you a little bitch. Got press. It's all good. You know what I mean? You a civilian. Get slapped to this motherfucker, nigga. I love it though, man. Yeah. Oh, we going back and forth. Oh, bitch. You gonna go back and forth. Watch. Hey, we still over here having fun, homie. Oh, it's gonna be a movie when I turn this shit on, homie. Yes, sir. Yes.
And he goes, shut up!
This nigga think I'm Roy and Law. What? Bitch, what's the address? What's the address to your house? I'm on the way.
Hey.
Now, initially,
Yeah, it look like they just chasing views. But rim is that Dave Free Press, these Akademiks. That's what rim is on the streets. I think these Akademiks spoke about it. Let's see something. I think he spoke about it. These Akademiks. There you go, right here. Akademiks
Everyone said
revealed
I'd
Dave
have to
Free
leave my
pulled up
job
on
to
him
earn a
at Kendrick
marketing
Lamar
degree.
Detroit shop.
Everyone except WGU. Their competency-based
So is
online
this the
model
video
let
or
me
not?
complete assignments and take tests at my pace.
Because everybody
Set
saying they
login
ain't see the
times.
video.
Apply free at
Hold up, yo.
wgu.edu. Hey, Doc.
Everybody saying they ain't see the video. But what fucking video was this? Oh, this is an old video. So DJ Akademiks been getting pressed all his life. That nigga a certified victim. That nigga get pressed every time he come outside.
Middle of it. He does even the first part of that too. He does the squabble up. Reincarnated. Woke up, nigga got a problem. He's also like spacing it up, and it's not just high tempo. I love the first part because it was high, the sign of a really good concert. It's gone too far and getting too far. They're bringing up people's wives, people's kids, and people that are people who are not public figures. Say anything about Dot. It's whatever. But there's other people getting dragged into this that's not public figures. Now, I agree. This battle is over. It's old. But what I can't agree with when it comes to them having that demeanor, both of y'all are complicit. And that's why I even suggested, well, I ain't saying y'all got to patch it up with Drake, because I don't think he want to patch it up with y'all neither. But y'all should probably try to because most of this is coming from charged up fan groups or audiences that are super fans of both people. So if y'all say y'all don't want people to talk about y'all wives and y'all this, well, y'all got to realize where this came from. Y'all called a man a pedophile. He said your son or Kendrick's son wasn't his. Then y'all said he got a daughter, which nobody found. Y'all brought it there first. Y'all can't get on the fans. Now, granted, I think what he's saying, and I agree with, the fans need to let this shit go. And he's talking about radical fans, just like.
See, I don't be watching y'all. This happened 7 days ago.
Still posting. He comes into my suite, comes in Dolo.
Let's go back.
We'll see. This isn't something where it's only a certain group of people doing it. This is where the battle, or obviously the battle is over. This is where it's at. So if I said the divisiveness in hip hop, if that still bothers y'all, that should subside on both sides. We'll see. He comes into my suite, comes in Dolo. Me and him, we chopping it up. I get a drink. I was drinking. Me and we chopping it up. And it's first time talking to him. Very reasonable guy. Let me say this. Very reasonable guy. His conversation went from there because, again, I told him, I said, yo, this is both ways. Yo, put it like this. I don't see nobody who doxes people more than K-Bots. And here's the thing. When Drake fans do things, they look at Drake to say he's almost orchestrating this. That's how people look at it when Kendrick fans do things. Oh, that's what y'all orchestrate. That's what I'm saying. Most of this shit is fan shit at this point. So cool. Me and we're chopping it up. And in, speaking about, obviously he's going far, this and third. He also mentions, because at first, when he first walks up, he says, "Act." He says, "Bro, why did you let that kid come on your stream? He lied on me."
I'm Noel Honig, and I'm a director and a designer. If I'm working with type in Photoshop, the properties panel shows all of the exact same properties that it would when I import that same type and bring it into After Effects. People who are used to working in Photoshop see that in After Effects and it looks familiar. There's just a lot of cross-application similarities that I find makes learning the software and using the software just a lot easier. Make a plan to get home safe.
And he was saying in a way like, yo, bro, you letting Drake run plays to put people on your stream. Now, I have to correct that, and I'm going to stand on this. I won't give up any names. But the person who came on to talk about botted streams, go find the kid, and y'all can find out. Again, I don't want to give up people's names. This was not from Aubrey Drake Graham. That was not from him. That was not from OVO. That's from people who in and around work with Doc. I'll say that. I'm not saying this as innuendo. I'm saying this as facts. Not saying that these people work directly, but that's their orbit. That's very important to say. So I said to Mr. Saleh, right, brother, I get what I've realized.
Oh, you was the nigga that bought the bot nigga on your page, nigga. You're sitting there trying to pass the buck. He the one that brought the white boy on there that said that Kendrick Lamar people reached out to him about buying bots.
There's a lot of emotions. I don't have no emotions to this shit like this. I could still bump Euphoria. I don't give a fuck. I had the most successful year in hip hop that I've ever had. I don't care like that. They do. I could tell he was, I won't use that word, the E word. He was, let's say, passionate. And I said to him, I run a media outlet. When someone brings me that info, we are going to run it. Just like someone came to me and said, Drake scammed me. If I was operating as Drake's little tool or whatever, pawn, I wouldn't have Julian up here trying to explain how he felt top 5.
Think so?
And Drake scammed him out of millions. So the point is, what I told him is that's how media works, brother. I get y'all are involved with this guy or back and forth, and you're viewing anything that comes out about you to think it's directed from there. But I could tell you it's not. And I've ran things that doesn't make Drake look in a good light. And Drake, he has to know by now, you know who WACK is. I remember telling that to Dave Free. I said, Dave Free, I've been doing this shit way before I covered y'all. I did it back to Warren Chirac days, brother. So
don't keep bragging
when
about
you
that
talk
shit.
about
Shit was
how
horrible.
I view things or how I present things, this ain't nothing I started yesterday. I've been doing me the same way. Okay. So I talked to Mr. Sala, and he gave me some info. I think I can say all this shit. This shit shouldn't be private. So he told me, which, again, these are allegations, but I'll tell you what he told me. He said, here's the thing. The reason why even I had to come over here and holler at you, dog, that dude who said that shit, he's lying. I never paid for no botted things. I said, well, he sent a screenshot, whatever. I said, maybe he's lying. I don't know. But that's what the kid said. He said, well, that shit has got me in a federal lawsuit now. So what are you talking about?
Damn.
He said, they subpoenaed my phone for Drake's lawsuit. They took it. That is bothersome. Again, that ain't, again, that is something.
God damn. Did y'all know that? I mean, that is a serious federal crime. They can go to jail for that. I ain't know that.
That probably is very annoying, but hey. Now, y'all know my demeanor towards Drake's lawsuit. I don't think it will wholly be successful at the end. But then I get a little bit more info. And again, this is why this is why you gotta pop out and show niggas. Because this is where I get, Kendrick's team never talked to me. They stopped talking to me as soon as the battle starts. They stopped, like, there used to be some communication. The guy named Kojo, me and Kojo did mad business together. Kojo hasn't said a word to me in the English language since it is what it is. So here's the thing. Now I remember. Because I was having a conversation with them. And if you're hearing this, because when we were speaking directly, face to face, Mr. Dave Free, when I reference to 2022, and I said, because he said, why didn't you hit us up if you're coming today? And I said, brother, why would I hit y'all up if y'all haven't talked to me in years that y'all could line me up? I'd rather catch y'all as a surprise, even though that's not my energy. But I'd rather y'all not be prepared for me. Anyway, so he says, yo, remember in 2022 at the Miss Morale tour, I was standing right next to you. Like, I showed you a lot of hospitality. I said, you did.
I don't
He
know, bro.
also said, which was a confusing thing, he said, I didn't even know how you got to there. And I was like, huh? I said, brother, back then, I didn't really go to concerts like that.
At Harbor Freight,
You
we're
still don't,
committed
nigga.
to ensuring our tools are expertly engineered and built.
That's fucked up, y'all. I couldn't be y'all. I'm coming outside. Never I
He
want
was
to.
like, nah, we never invited you. No, my memory has recollected. I was invited, and you could do the homework on this. 2022 by
Harbor
Coach.
Freight's a scam. Why you say that?
Me and
What
Coach
they
have
do to
done
you?
many business together. #1 digital guy, #1 blogger. We've ran it up. Don't you worry. He works for y'all exclusively now. Ask him, did you give ACK tickets to
That's
Kendrick's
fucked
concert?
up,
He
man.
works for y'all now. So if you're wondering, I didn't remember in the moment. 'Cause I'm like, no, it came from y'all. But
Now I
he was
gotta go to
working for
HR,
y'all,
man.
and he gave me tickets that time. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, Freight's the best store.
I'm still with Mr. Sal. So what he says to me, and this is all news to me, and you got to take it with a grain of salt because, again, because we've seized communication, this is the first time I'm hearing these things. It's the first time I'm hearing that they took this guy's phone because now they're looking for these allegations of botting. I didn't know.
I bet you don't know,
They
bitch.
don't put this info out.
All you worried about is motherfucking views and clout. You ain't even think. You ain't even have a second thought about letting that boy get on your platform saying that shit, man. You ain't think like damn they broke federal law. If they did, they probably fuck around didn't.
Anywhere, so I could only find out when I pop up. Cool. Which, by the way, he claims he's never bought it. So they will find that out.
But still,
Also, he made a point that I actually agree with a bit. He said, I'm surprised Drake is doing the corny shit of suing because the same way he don't talk to his label, we don't talk to our label. We just pop up and turn our album in. So how the hell could we be in cahoots with UMG for anything? Okay. So we're continuing to talk because, again,
what's up, news?
This is when, what's the name of that song? Euphoria drops. And I told him, give me one, because we're sitting right next to each other. I said, give me 1 second, sir. I got to go watch Euphoria. I like Euphoria as a song. So I got to go turn to Euphoria. I did that. Got some more drinks. He comes back over. Now we're talking again. So he says to me, because I was like, yo, even with you being put into this battle, Drake posted you, right? Like, why are you upset if other people have mentioned you when the two main people dragged other people into it?
Did he always try to pass the buck?
Well, he said Drake posted me because Drake know me. Now, I don't know what that means. He said he know me. Apparently he's from Toronto. I don't know. But then he said, here's the thing. He said, you should, and this is what I don't know. And I'm going to ask Drake. I'm like, Drake, is this true? He says, you should have heard this nigga Drake, what he was saying to us before we whipped his ass. This is what he told me. I said, what do you mean? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I never really knew Drake speaking to anybody. Like, Drake has told me he hasn't spoken to Dot directly. But I didn't know about
He was talking hella shit before even
Dot.
if they off camera. I mean
Anthony
on camera.
Saleh. He confirms to me, yes, Drake was sending me voice notes talking crazy, like he's a mob boss. That's what he says. He says Drake is saying to him, Drake is saying shit like, yo, I'm gonna done you, like just talking crazy, like, yo, you niggas is watch, yo, you guys think you could finish me? Da-da-da. Crazy. All of a sudden, they're like, then we drop the bomb, right? Cool. Not like us, they're talking. All right. Then he gives me some more insight. And I ain't gonna lie to you. This was worth going to the concert for this insight. I live off insight like this. He says,
Hell yeah. He probably did.
that Pusha T shit is real.
You know, he a freaky ass nigga too.
He says the only problem is people think that happened recently. That didn't happen recently. He said if it was recently, UMG would let Pusha say whatever he want to say or do what he want to do. Why? Right now, UMG and Drake, their relationship might be irreparably broken because of the lawsuit. They're going at it. So they're not trying to spare his feelings anymore. But, you told me. Not like us dropped last May. He said around June, July, because Drake supposedly approached UMG saying, yo, there's just a shooting at my house. These niggas got my house, which another thing, which again, you know, one point kind of counteracts the other. They say this shit going too far. I'm like, I can see how a nigga might think y'all went too far. Your cover art of the biggest song.
Did you say that shit to him while he was in your face?
Pedophilia
Probably not.
Pinpoints. But whatever. So he said Drake complained to UMG, because remember there was a shooting at the crib. And UMG asked Kendrick's team, could you remove the cover art? We need you to take the cover art down. It got his house on it. We want you to take that down. From what I heard, they stood 10 toes down to say, if we do that, the whole song should come down. We're not changing shit. UMG, who clearly is in it for the bread, is like,
I wasted thousands on expensive car insurance and
Man, Kendrick bodied that boy, man. Shit was horrible.
keep that shit up. Nah, they ain't say that, but like, you know, basically they just allowed
Shit was
it,
a
right?
massacre.
However, while all of this is brewing, apparently that's when the Pusha T thing happens. And that's when UMG, who is really at that point on a rocky relationship with Drake, they're trying to salvage the relationship. They tell Pusha, hey, right now, you can't drop nothing dissing the guy. We're trying to work on our relationship with them. Could you change this? Could you change that? Now, I'll be honest. He didn't say Drake instructed them to do this. He said they were trying to save a relationship with Drake, the label. So they were being extra sensitive about things that could piss the guy who I guess he was gearing up to sue. Okay? All right, I'll speed through the story a little bit. Yeah, pretty good conversation with Anthony Silla. Seems like a pretty good dude, pretty smart. He's a business guy. Then Dave Free comes over. And Dave Free comes over. And Dave Free, he's like, yo, hey, let me talk to you for a second, bro. We go talk. And we get into, like, you know, that we've met each other. It was whatever, cool. And the, you know, his point subsequently ended at this, his point of interest or point of conversation subsequently ended with exactly what Anthony said. But at first he was kind of like, you know, I felt like he was almost asking me like, yo, bro, like, why are you doing us like that? And I was just like, what do you mean? You know? And I was asking him, like, yo, you do understand.
He's sitting there playing stupid. Man, that nigga was going in on Kendrick. The whole beef, he was going in on Kendrick. Choosing sides. That nigga was not playing the middle.
I've been doing this for a long time. You understand my POV was going to lie a certain way. What do you mean? Get to a point where eventually he even says, like, bro, bro, how much is he paying you for this? And I'm so stupid. In the moment, I'm thinking, wait, you think Drake paid me to come here? What the fuck? So I think I said, nigga, nobody knows I'm coming here. Even Drake, nigga, what the fuck? Like, what do you think Drake would pay me to go to a concert? What the fuck? No, then he said, no. I'm like, pay you for all of this shit that you're saying. And I'm like, huh? He's like, bro, like, I want to know what you're getting from this. And that's who I think he's a smart businessman. But that's when I was just like, wait, they thought Drake bought me? I've never been more insulted in my life. Chad. Nevertheless, I told him, I said, brother, let me just be honest with you. Most of the people I've supported the most in hip-hop, they've never given me a dime.
Dave, we asked him $1 million question.
That's not how it works. I say, I'm in media. And I said, this is the reason why you do your thing. You do a great job managing, whatever. I'm in media. My job is not to extort artists.
Dave, we asked him $1 million question.
You know what?
Nigga, how much you paying your motherfucking ass, nigga? They be lying. No good goddamn well that boy got washed. And you on your platform lying to the world. Like it was a good battle.
Say that, brother, do I look broke? Like when y'all see me, I'm dripping in diamonds. Like I got the cars. What the fuck? Why do y'all think a rapper could buy me? I shit on rappers. Not saying I can shit on Dot or Drake. When it comes to nigga, 99% of these rappers don't got what I got. That is so insulting to me. I know how big I get. So I'm like, what? Please don't insult me like that. So I explained to him I've been doing this for a long time, for a very long time.
He ain't say don't insult me like that.
The idea that I could be paid to say or think or move like is absolutely ludicrous. What I did explain to him though,
that nigga lying.
My platform, it benefits us every time we're the center of everything. And he mentioned, yo, you know, Doc mentioned you. Yo, Doc could have went crazy. He didn't go crazy. And I said, I know. I pointed that out many times. But the idea that I'm getting paid by either side, and by the way, I'm not insinuating that's how they move or that's how they operate with people in the media. I'm not saying that. But I just have to speak for me. I tell him, as long as my platform is in the mix-up.
This man been praising Drake for 10 years. Nigga, you got paid, nigga. Ain't nobody trying to hear that dumb ass shit. I think he started getting paid when the Meek Mill beef happened.
Of everything, I always win. Win, lose, or draw. I always win. Other than that, the biggest winner of the battle was Big Ack. I don't know what y'all think. So the point is, I had to let him know. I hope that's not what you think is happening. He seems like he understood, and then that's when he went into Anthony Sala's point, which was, he had one direct question for me. He said, Ack, he said the only reason I came to talk to you because I wanted to know how personal. And this is when I realized I'm like, some of the shit that Drake said about this guy, and some of the narratives that's continued, it's affected him. And I understand why, because these are hurtful things that could affect anybody else. People have said things about me that hurt my feelings as well. He said, I wanted to know, is this just content, or is this something that you're carrying personally? And I was kind of like confused, because I said to him,
he trying to check your temperature.
Wait, are you asking if I'm here to slide for Drake? Like, I didn't say that directly, but that's the thought. Are you asking that's what is happening here? But he was really interested to know how personal all of this back and forth is to me. Because he said, if it's personal to me, he made it clear it's personal to him. Well, we could get at it. And we got a bunch of people, left, right, and center, him and I both, we could get to it.
I think everybody was scared as a bitch. It was saying, look, man, look. I'm taking this shit personal. All I need to know is that you taking it personal, and we can go right now.
And I said to the brother, And again, you know, I'm watching him, and you know, his eyes, the eyes. I'll say the eyes. It reeks of passion, and I understand why.
That nigga was scared.
I said to him, I said, do you think that if it was that personal to me and it was smoke, I would come to your concert? What do you think?
Trying to be disrespectful.
If I care that much about whatever you and Drake got, that I said if I see one of y'all niggas, something's gonna happen. Why would I come to the belly of the beast? I never said he was crying, but looking him eye to eye, he was passionate as a motherfucker about these things he was speaking about. Again, he landed on the point of there are a lot of things that have continued post-battle that is ultimately hurtful.
Oh, sure.
Narratives, criticisms about people who aren't necessarily public figure. They mention criticisms about certain women that definitely affects them. And I agreed. And I said to him, it feels like, and he knows I said this. By the way, there was a guy, because I guess when Anthony Sala came over, and he had a couple guys with him, and it was about even. I think they doubled back, and they were like, yo, bring 2 more and then bring a nigga to record. I don't know. There was another nigga, he's over there like this. He's over there like this. And I'm like, there's no need to record me. I tell the whole story, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
They already beat on Akademiks to that motherfucker. They probably ran out of there right after that. I want to know how long he stayed after this confrontation or this conversation.
You can't record me. There's no need to record me. I'm the recording. I go tell the story. I always tell the story. Like, there's nothing where like you put the video up like, that's not what happened. No. So, and I only noticed it because my guy afterwards, and I peeped the whole surrounding, he's like this the whole time. But really, you could hear the conversation. So, PG Lang got the conversation somewhere. And if anything I'm saying does not reflect the actual reality of the conversation we're having, they have it recorded. They could absolutely put it out. So this guy recording is kind of being like, you know. Again, if I'm saying anything that doesn't match the spirit, the energy, the words, the verbiage, the entire totality of the conversation, I give them permission, they can put it out. Please.
He probably had his hand in his face the whole time.
So
and they Dave Free Pie, your pie was talking to Akademiks like this. You heard me? With his hand on his forehead. That's probably what really happened.
What else?
He ain't gonna admit that part.
Yeah, so I said to him, I feel like some of the stuff that you're saying to me is misguided because you can't say it to him. And I'm saying him just in, I was referring to Drake.
You was crony, nigga. That's how that shit go. You out here doing this bidding. So, you right. He can't catch him yet. So he said it to you. So you can relay it back to him to let him know what's up if that's where he wanted to go.
Somewhat conceited to say
he probably was scared as shit.
Yeah, that's why also my energy is chill. And by the way, his energy was chill, my energy was chill. No, everybody was chill. I'm like, let's not act, everybody was chill. He says, yeah, like, if I came out here tripping, it would be like I'm doing something or trying to do something to somebody when I really mean for it to be over there. And I said, yeah, I would agree. All in all, again, the final and main question was, is this personal or is this content and business? And I'm sorry, I've never met Drake. I'm sorry. I met Dot one time before he was famous.
Yo, did this nigga just say he never met Drake? Oh my god, I'm done. I don't even want to hear nothing else. So that's why that nigga was landing on him. So that's yo, this nigga said he never met Drake. I thought, that's why. Remember a while ago when the Akademiks chat guys was landing on him like, yo, Drake don't fuck with you, bro. Like he ain't invite you to no cookouts, no freak offs, no nothing. He don't get you up for your birthday. He don't get you up for Christmas. But yo, this bitch waving pom-poms for that man for 10 years. Yo, he said he never met Drake. Yo, that should be a fucking crime. It should be a crime, yo, to be dragging somebody nuts that many years and you ain't never met him. He ain't never done shit for you. He probably sent them cash apps, you know, PayPals, you know, little direct deposits here and there. But for you not to never met him, yo, that is wild right there. Yeah, we need to see the video, man. Need the video. So, you know, I'm from Baltimore, second. Look, right? So, yo, Cassie the criminal is out here threatening sex workers. She out here threatening sex workers. That's a lot going on today for her, man. Hold up, before I get to Cassie the criminal. Listen to Whoopi Goldberg. Yo, see? Yo, sleep to Whoopi Goldberg, man. Yo, Whoopi Goldberg be keeping it real, man. I don't think she get no credit. Whoopi Goldberg, they got suspended several times. Yo, Whoopi Goldberg a renegade, you heard me. She gonna speak her mind. So look, Whoopi Goldberg says black people living in America have it just as bad as people living in Iran. So man, sleep to Whoopi, man. Check out.
Low. But let's just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing, let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
Where the Iranian regime is 2 days, is nothing
they used to just keep hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step foot during this.
Wait. That's not what you mean to say. It is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit into Iran.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you,
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes,
it is up to them.
And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good, whoever does it. It's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
I don't think that's what she mean. She talking about mistreatment. Regardless of how the mistreatment is happening, it is the same. It is the same. Black people know this bitch getting mistreated since we've been over this motherfucker. That's why I always be saying, yo, I don't be giving a fuck about what's happening over there, yo, and what's happening to these other people. I ain't gonna care until they start caring. You understand what I'm saying? And that's basically what Whoopi Goldberg is saying. Like, you over here trying to split hairs. I'm saying, yeah, they getting treated over there bad, but we getting treated over this bitch bad too. And it's been this way. And nobody says nothing. Now, since it's happening over there, we want to make it a big fuss and a big deal. And it's like, yo, hold the fuck up. I mean, wrong is wrong, no matter where it's happening at. That's what she's explaining to me.
Not for everybody. Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone at the table to go to Tehran.
Let me tell you about being in this country. This is the greatest country in the world. But, yeah, I know that. And we all know that. But every day, we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot
talking
property.
about
They
the
cannot
United
use them.
States. I'm talking about here.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent. But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry, and it's slow.
But let's just remember, too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do the.
Yo, Whoopi Goldberg always speak up when it's necessary. She probably gets suspended again for that. Candace Owens on Trump heels. Hold on, y'all. Let's run through this shit real quick. Tucker Carlson checks Ted Cruz over Trump and messy Israel situation.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population at all. No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple? How many people live in Iran? 92 million. Okay. Yeah, how could you not know that? I don't sit around memorizing population tables. Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government. Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant? Because if you don't know anything about the country... I didn't say I don't know anything about... Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran? They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, it's not even... You don't know anything about Iran. So, okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran. You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government. You're the one who don't know anything about the country. No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. No, you're the one who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad. They're trying to murder Trump. How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the pot. Yes, I do. Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. If you really believe that, we're carrying out military strikes today. You said Israel was. Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them. Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity. No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them. You just said we were. We are supporting Israel. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening.
Yeah. Well, it's some lies being told, man. Candace Owens went in on them, too.
So right now, the lack of consistency, it is stunning to watch Trump do this. He's all over the place right now on social media. I mean, he initially signaled right away that America had nothing to do with what happened in Iran, that America was not going to get involved, that he was negotiating peace. Then he signaled that he didn't have any idea that the attack was coming, but also that he did know that the attack was coming. And now he's tweeting we. He's literally using we to describe what is happening in Iran right now. Let's just take a look at some of these tweets. We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran had good sky trackers and other defensive equipment and plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived, and manufactured stuff. Nobody does it better than the good old USA. Oh, well, hey, yeah, we've got our planes in the skies. Okay, American troops might die, but USA, 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 because our stuff is so good and good looking in the sky. The big bad American plane.
When she talk about politics, she dead on. I disagree with her when she talk about the black community and what's the problems in the black community. That's when she be way off because she's not really from the black community to be able to speak so loud and boldly. She one of them people that read books. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck how many books you read. Nothing beats experience.
Are in the sky. What does he think? We're stupid? And the people online that are trying to pretend that we are the ones betraying Trump for holding him accountable to his promises that he made to us when we voted for him, when we encouraged other people to vote for him. You're pretending that we're the ones that are problematic? This level of gaslighting that's taking place. You got Laura Loomer out there saying, screenshot every tweet that's against Donald Trump. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. You better start capturing Donald Trump's tweets that are going out right now because they seem pretty against Donald Trump's ideas of yesteryear. That's all I'm saying. Everything that he said, every bit of BS that he called out, calling out the neocons, the people that... So right now, the lack of consistency, it is stunning to watch Trump do this. He's all over the place right now on social media. I mean, he initially signaled right away that America had...
Yeah, they going in, man. There's a lot of people upset about this war on the rise. So Skilla Baby dropped a freestyle. This freestyle federal as a motherfucker. Hope he just rapping.
I don't fear niggas, I fear God. That nigga shot my truck up 20 times, I never cried. Them young niggas keep tapping in, they begging me to slide. They pushed up on a millionaire, they having too much pride. They said money don't win all wars. Niggas probably think like that because they all poor. I heard them niggas said I checked the fuck with y'all source. Nigga ain't do shit, but hurt my hand and start a war. I got a good feeling, it's gonna be a long summer. I'ma catch them all slipping, they think I ain't know nothing. The whole city know I keep it solid, never told nothing. Just make sure you do the same when it's your turn. Imagine your name being too big to slide. Your first mind telling you go sending up to God. You never play the internet when them niggas be dying. I ain't call my eyes when I got shot, nigga, quit crying.
Hope he just rapping. Hope there's no real meaning to them bars. But we talk about Cassie, yo. So matter of fact, more Israel.
Stopped.
Listen to this shit. I showed y'all this the other day. Yo, for 15 years, this motherfucker been selling America on the idea of Iran and nuclear weapons. Yeah, I know these motherfuckers hate the internet. I know politicians can't stand the internet. Yo, because they do so much fucking lying and gaslighting. And then you got shit like this that pop up and just show all the truth. Check this man out. Jury 2025.
Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months. They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly if they wanted to do it.
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal.
Yo, they lying, bro.
They're very close. They're 6 months away from being about 90% of having the rich uranium for an atom bomb. Iran is gearing up to produce 25 bombs, atomic bombs a year, 250 bombs in a day.
Yeah, I've seen
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, time is running out.
I don't know that nigga though.
Iran will be capable of producing alone, without importing anything, nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, the man been selling people this idea for 15 years. Yeah, but that's regardless, the man been selling us this idea for 15 years, man. Yeah, this the video right here. This the video right here you talking about, Al. I ain't watched it yet though. Just saying some lies being told, man. God damn, look at this shit. God damn. They bombing shit out of Iran. That shit crazy. Some wild things going on in the world right now. Alright, but Cassie, y'all, the criminal.
Yeah.
Audio of Cassie threatening to kill male escort who saw a freak-off tape of her released. Check out Cassie, yo. This is gangster Cassie. This the one they don't tell you about in court.
You don't have to see it, but it's my life and I'll kill you.
Yeah, but
No, I will if you don't show me right now. I will you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now. Pull it up. If you have it, pull that up. Because if not, I'm going to you and then he's going to you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now. You got that pull that up. I'm going to you. You don't understand. I don't give a I've never anybody in my life, but I will you because you're with me. You're with me in my life right now. If I saw a video of you doing anything that you didn't want people to see, I would show you the video so you could tell me what the happened. You're playing games with me, telling me you saw some. Now you're saying you didn't see some. You're you up. I don't think you understand. And it's not going to be my hands, and it's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. So
Damn.
you have to tell me right now, and I'm recording this whole shit. FYI, tell me what the you're talking about. Because this is not cool. We're not playing. I'm not playing with you, Sujit. Like, you saw some Yes, you're my brother. Be my brother and tell me what you saw. You're going to be able to find it?
Yeah. Sounds like a motherfucking victim to me. I don't think victims normally talk like that. She said she gonna kill yo. And it ain't gonna be her that did it. It's gonna be somebody else that did it. So yo, this is stoppage in Diddy trial. I ain't really sure why they stopped it. I know it's a lot going on. Did Sean G do a video today? $1 million spent on freak offs in a month. I told you Diddy probably spent $10 million on freak offs. A juror was sick. I see if Sean G did something. I ain't fuck with Tissa Towels right now. Sean G ain't do nothing today. We might gotta go listen to Tissa Towels, man. You know, she probably told a whole bunch of lies. Live from Diddy trial, third juror may be removed. Trial canceled. Let's go. We're gonna go a long time. Never gonna fight listening to her. Not fight listening to her right now. Your favorite brunette. What's up, shorty? You ever been to a Diddy freak off? Your favorite brunette? How do you feel about Diddy freak offs? That's the question. Hey, favorite brunette, what you think about Diddy freak offs? Fair game? Is Diddy freak offs fair game or not?
I think, yeah, that's one of kind of the big mis... As far as further action goes, they're just waiting.
Sex trafficking? Have they proven racketeering conspiracy? Have they proven transportation to engage in prostitution? That's what we're going to talk about.
I want to know.
Before I bring in my all-star panel that I have with me, I'm first going to start off with our in-court reporter, Long Crime's very own Elizabeth Milner. Elizabeth, so good to see you. What happened? What happened? We were supposed to have court today.
I know. I was truly surprised because every day I wake up, or try to at least wake up at 4 a.m., get here by 6:30. We're all ready to go. I have my notepad. I have my pen. I'm ready. The judge gets on the bench and he's like, a juror is sick. And so we're going to adjourn for the day. Now, as far as just the more kind of reasons as far as what really happened, you know, the judge gets on the bench and he says this juror was on his way to court this morning. What we did know about this particular juror is he is one of the alternates, but he did get sick on his way to court this morning. He had vertigo, and then he turned back around to go home. And so they're kind of monitoring the situation right now. There's no need, as far as further action goes. They're just waiting to see and make sure that the juror is okay to continue on Friday, and then possibly have more discussions just about what had happened if that juror doesn't, isn't able to get better. But hopefully the juror is able to get better, so that way court can begin on Friday. But really today, Jesse, court was about 30 minutes long. I mean, outside of the judge revealing to everyone that a juror is sick, and so we're going to adjourn for the day, which both sides did agree upon.
Diddy team trying to get that other black juror on. That's what they trying to do, man. They trying to get that. It's another black juror in the that's an alternate. They trying to get his ass on. They trying to get his ass on the bench
On this. And so what ended up happening is probably he sat down on the bench by 9 o'clock, 9:30. We were all out of the courtroom, and everyone was kind of like, oh, well, we have another free day because then we don't have court tomorrow too. So it was a pretty interesting turn of events today, even though there was absolutely no testimony today.
Yep, because tomorrow's Juneteenth, so no court. So what does that do to the schedule? Don't they want to be finished by what, July 4th? I mean, do they realistically believe that's going to wrap up? Because you have, how long is the defense's case going to be? You have closing arguments. You have jury instructions. Talk to us about how this messes up the whole schedule.
Yeah, it really kind of does shift everything, especially because not only do we not have court on Thursday, but Friday's kind of a smaller, shorter schedule. We're only going to court from 9 to 1 because one of the jurors is celebrating, I think, their child's graduation, so that's pretty exciting. But as far as just the delay of the case, it really is kind of pushing everything a little bit back. So first of all, the government planned on resting their case today, but that was before the cross-examination of Special Agent Alyssa Penland kind of took a little bit longer than I think the government had planned, and then they were planning to call Brendan Paul on the stand and then another summary witness. So as far as just even that, we haven't even heard from Brendan Paul just yet. So I assume now that we didn't have court today that he'll take up much of Friday, if not all of Friday, because he still has to do his cross-examination, even though the prosecution said that his direct will only
they gotta stop calling Brendan Paul the damn drug mule, man. Like, yo, they need to stop that shit. That ain't no damn drug mule, y'all.
Or 90 minutes, but depending on how long the cross-examination takes, I assume Brendan Paul will be on the stand again majority of Friday. Then there's one final witness, that being the summary witness. So sorry, everybody, it doesn't seem like Christina Coram will be called as a government witness. I doubt she'll be that summary witness.
What I tell y'all? Remember them say KK's gonna testify? No, she ain't. Like, yo, the mainstream media be pushing some false ass stories, man. They've been saying Christina Coram was gonna testify for at least 2 weeks. What we say over here? Man, I know the fuck she ain't. She ain't turning on, but she ain't turning on Diddy. She the only one that's standing firm.
Because they named who that person was, and it wasn't Christina Coram. And so then what happens with the defense case is once they pick up the case, Mark Agnifilo said his defense case could last anywhere between 2 to 5 trial days. So it's still a pretty short amount of time, but I don't know how much of this delay as far as today goes will really push things back, because the judge's whole plan altogether was to make sure that we were kind of done by 4th of July. So we'll see kind of what happens, especially when the defense takes over and they do their case, how much of a really big trial delay we might have. Will we get out of the 4th of July? We'll see.
So we have some questions coming in for you. First of all, we have this super chat question from Smarty Pants. Smarty Pants, thank you so much. I'm going to save your super chat question for a little bit later for the panel. So don't think we forgot about you, Smarty Pants. And I'm also just waiting, I'm just trying to get as many times I can say Smarty Pants as possible. But no, we're going to answer that question later. This is from Rita Connors, though. Hey, Jesse and Elizabeth, do you think the prosecution will put on a rebuttal case? So after the defense's case, are they going to put on a rebuttal case? Have you heard anything about that?
I haven't heard anything about a rebuttal case. I would assume, and I say that kind of with, a little bit of
all over side, yo. I don't think they remember none of that shit. Like, that's the funny thing about it, yo. We saw that shit the other day. All these people was on illicit drugs. I mean, we ain't talking about this, right? They was on illicit drugs. All of them. Designer drugs. And they all testified about shit that happened 15 years ago. Man, that's enough right there to say not guilty. I don't believe they remember anything. Straight up and down. Cassie probably forget her name some days. All the drugs she motherfucking took. Everybody forget where they live, forget their keys. But you gonna get on the stand, they gonna testify some shit that happened 15 years ago. You can't even tell me where your keys at. You hear me? Cause I be forgetting to shut up my keys. So I can just imagine how often they can't find them bitches. All the fucking drugs they done took over the years. Brain fried, you hear me? They say E-pills put holes in your brain. That's what they used to say back in the day. But they don't put holes in your brain no more. Niggas made that up. Hey man, be fucked up.
Would put on a rebuttal case. I feel like that's normally what we see, especially in a big trial like this. It's been a
Yeah, let him rock though, yo. We ain't tripping. I think he was actually talking about her for real. She got a big forehead too.
lot of testimony that these jurors have heard. It's been going on for weeks at this point. And so depending on, I feel like, where the defense goes with their case, I feel like maybe the government will call maybe 1 or 2 witnesses, but I don't think it'll be for a long time frame. But they haven't said anything yet. This is just me kind of guessing at this point.
Elizabeth, I don't know if you have the answer to this, and maybe if our producers will have an opportunity to look at this too, but I've seen this question come up a little bit. It's from Danny. Question: is there a conflict of interest for Tenny Garagos representing Sean Combs, which she currently is in this case, and Christina Coram? Have you seen anything that Tenny Garagos is representing?
Yo, Christina Coram ain't going to jail, yo. Like, everybody's pushing this now. Oh, shit, yo, like, look, right, out of all the people, out of everybody, they saying Christina Coram, you know, she's a co-conspirator. They all fucking co-conspirators. Like, what the fuck make her any different than it? Like, yo, I just be tripping off this whole Diddy situation. Everybody's saying Christina Coram is a co-conspirator. Christina Coram gonna get indicted. But they all co-conspirators. If Diddy was running an enterprise, everybody's co-conspirators. Capricorn Clark, Cassie, 50 baby mother. Who else? Mia, the assistant. They all co-conspirators, man. It ain't just Christina Coram. She just ain't flipped. She just stand firm. She don't even want salad. The rest of them motherfuckers are rats.
I have not. That's honestly the first time I'm hearing of this. So I don't want to answer that question just because I'm not 100% sure that's
they all
true,
wanted it, yo.
But it is a good question.
I keep trying to tell people, yo. I keep trying to tell people. Yo, if you willing to sell your soul, yo, somebody gonna buy it, yo. And this trial is just showing the world that this is what happens when you sell your soul. You understand what I'm saying? This is what happens, yo. When you run in and you sell your soul, then somebody might buy that shit, yo. And you see if you gonna get it or get out. And all these people want it in, and they want it in until it got too deep for them. I mean, you know how you jump in the deep end? You know how you jump in motherfucker, you jump in the ocean? That shit might be like 3 feet at first. But the further you step, that shit start getting deeper and deeper. The sand starts sliding from up under you. Next thing you know, that motherfucker shit up there. And that's what happened to these people, man. They jumped in the water and they couldn't swim. The water got too deep fast. And they couldn't swim out. But yo, you're not a victim. You jumped in that bitch. You could have stayed on the side. You could have stayed on the coast. You know what I mean? Put your feet in. Enjoyed the sun. No, you wanted to swim. All these people wanted to swim, yo. And they couldn't. They didn't know the water got deep. The currents came. You know what I mean? Swept them under. But you ain't no victim. They all loved it. They all got messages. Well, 50 baby mother and Cassie has messages telling Diddy, yo, I can't wait till the next freak off. You mean to tell me, yo, just because he was paying? Even if that's the case, if all he had to do was pay your bills, or take you around the world, for you to indulge in that level of freakiness, then yo, what the fuck? How's that his fault? That's what, and I just hope a juror will see that. Like, how is that his fault? Because you wanted your bills paid and you was willing to sacrifice yourself. You wanted to ride private. You was willing to sacrifice. How the fuck is that his fault? How do we void them people of all accountability? You know what I mean? We voiding them people of all accountability, yo. Like everything is Diddy fault. These are all victims. Man, fuck out of here. Now don't keep it G News. We ain't rocking with that narrative. That narrative is bogus. That's a bogus narrative. That shit not even truthful. Because everybody got a decision. Everybody got a decision. You can ride private or you can ride spirit. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to ride private, it might be some things you got to do to ride private. Fuck around with Diddy. But you ain't got to ride private. You can ride spirit too. They both going to take you to the same place. It might just be a few stops on the spirit flight. You understand what I'm saying? But no, you don't want no stops. I mean, you want a one-way ticket. No. But the ride private, you're going to have to, go ahead and have a little freak off every now and then. Might be 3 times a week. Might be 3 guys a day. You understand what I'm saying? But you had a choice, and this is what you chose.
It's true. I will say that.
No, it is.
Let him rock, bro.
I haven't heard anything about it. By the way, when you talk about Brendan Paul, who's come up a lot in testimony, what do you anticipate his testimony is going to be? What is the value of his testimony for this overall racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution case?
Well, I think probably the big thing might be whether or not he participated in setting up the rooms for hotel nights or freak-offs, that sort. Because I believe when he started working with Sean Combs, it was around possibly the Jane time frame. So not sure if he had overlap with Cassie necessarily, because that was what they ended their relationship in 2018. So it'll be interesting to hear what Brendan Paul has to say, because he had been working with Diddy up until just last year. And so I'm interested to see what he has to say, not only about possibly setting up hotel rooms, but also what he has to say in terms of drugs and how that all kind of went down. Because remember, everyone, he was named.
How many people they gonna get on the stand and testify to setting up hotel rooms? Like, all right, well, we get it. We get it. Diddy had people that set up freak offs. We get it. Is that really that bad? Is it really that? Yo, it's like, yo, if you had the money, if you was a freaky ass nigga like Diddy, and you had the money to have threesomes every day, at least, threesomes every day is crazy, but threesomes 3 times a week, should you be prosecuted for that? Should the federal government come down on you for that? Like, cause that's really what this is about. Like, is people okay with the federal government saying, hold up, that's way too many, you're having way too many threesomes a week. Fuck that. You feel me? You're having way too many. You can only have 1 a week, man. You at this point, you're trafficking. It's like, what the fuck you mean? This is what I like to do. I like to, I got the money. I gotta spend it somewhere. You can't take it all with you. Man, the feds on some bullshit, man. Like, we already know that Diddy playing freak offs and he had people set it up. Like, but I told y'all from the beginning, that's how the RICO even came into play. The organization of it. Remember I said that shit months ago. It's the organization of it is the reason. If you take the organization out, if you take out the organization part, they wouldn't be able to charge Diddy with no RICO. Like, it's really fucked up that they able to do it even with the organization, but he like to have all his ducks in a row, man. You feel me? Like, Diddy he like things a certain type of way. He wanted the candles lit. He wanted the room red. You know what I mean? He had the money to do it. I think if most people had the money to do whatever they want to do, they're going to do it, regardless of what it is. But to say this is a criminal enterprise and he was sex trafficking women, like, that shit bogus. The whole thing is bogus. I'd be on the trial. I'm not guilty. You heard me. He probably did. That nigga 50 lost this beef with Diddy. There's no way 50 can never say anything bad about Diddy. Yo, Diddy won. Like, by a landslide. You heard me? If this shit was the NBA Finals, that nigga swept him. You heard me? You keep, yo, 50K, it's nothing he can say about Diddy, yo. That man turned your love, like your love, the love of your life, into damn near, he turned into a porn star. His own personal porn star. Yo, think about this, yo. If you can have your own personal porn, if you had enough money, yeah, if you had enough money to have your own personal porn star, would you? You know what I mean? Just think about it, yo, is that really that bad, yo, to have your own personal one? Maybe two. You got your own porn stars. You ain't never got to watch porn, you can make it. That's all Diddy was doing, yo. That's all Diddy was doing. You know what I mean? Stay the fuck out the way. Aiden. Stay out the way, man. Dangerous. My man G might say, boy, be like this. Probably a lot of people want to be like Diddy, man. Yo, you talking about the feds don't mess. The fuck you mean the feds don't mess? Yo, the feds is dirty. You see how dirty they playing now? They sitting there losing the trial. So their only hope is to get jurors dismissed. Like, stop praising the feds, man. Fuck the feds. They ain't no different than the state. They just dirtier. The feds don't mess. The feds overreach. The feds falsify evidence. The feds coerce witnesses. If we're going to talk about the feds, let's talk about that. I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn 98% conviction rate. Talk about the illegal shit that they do to uphold a conviction rate of 98%. How the fuck you think? Yo, ain't nothing in life 98%. Ain't nothing in life 98%. I don't even think they even ever had a 98% free throw shooter. You feel me? Like they be shooting 97, 96, 95. Yo, ain't nothing. Yo, how? How do the feds have a 98% conviction rate? They gotta be playing under the rules. They gotta be going above and beyond the rules. There's no way they giving people fair trials. There's no way they're giving people fair trials. Let's talk about that when we talk about the feds, man. That's the only thing that matters.
And one of the civil lawsuits as an alleged drug mule. And so I feel like because he had to invoke his Fifth Amendment right and not to kind of perjure himself, or the Fifth Amendment. Straight up, G Money. He said if you take out the people who didn't take a plea deal from the feds, they only have a 70%. And it's only 98% because everyone takes a plea. Right, not to self-incriminate, I should say that. And that he was given an immunity order that I do believe it has something to do, just kind of like the other assistants who got immunity deals, that it might have something to do with just the amount of drugs that might have been bought and the amount of drugs that were also paid for. How they did R. Kelly, yo. Yo, that R. Kelly shit was terrible, man. Like, yo, they did R. Kelly bad, man. Like, they did Diddy bad. They went in there and took Diddy fucking privileged material. They did the same shit to R. Kelly. They get away with doing illegal shit. They make you cop out. These niggas that go in your cell, take privileged information, and then use it against you. Then use it against you at your bail hearing. Whole time, you go in there trying to get a bail, they come in with a whole new book of evidence. That's your book though. You know what I mean? Shit that you didn't even know they had. Whole time they done sent the motherfucker in your cell, took pictures of your shit, sent it to the filter team sent it to the government. Government ain't never get it back to the defense. Now you in court. Like, yo, who the fuck told them that? They over here reading shit that I wrote verbatim. Yo, that's dirty, man. That's dirty. That's dirty tactics. Look at the dirty tactic they did to R. Kelly, man. That shit was dirty as a bitch. They sent the what you wanna call it? I'ma call her an agent. They brought an agent from another jail, just like they did Diddy. Her job was to take pictures and listen to R. Kelly
phone calls. Then they put a federal informant in the cell. His job was to, when R. Kelly go on visits or whenever he leave a cell, his job was to steal R. Kelly's privileged material and give it to this lady. Now this lady's job was to then take pictures of it, give it back to the informant put it back in the cell, and her job also was to give this same information to the federal government. The federal government then reach out to a federal agent, an informant, gives the information to the informant reaches out to Ezriel Klein and sits her down with all this information that was stolen from R. Kelly, showing that R. Kelly's fucking with another girl. Yo, if that ain't top notch dirty, I don't know what the fuck is. That's how she flipped. She flipped because she found out R. Kelly was cheating in the joint. She should have never known that. How she find that out? R. Kelly ain't tell her. R. Kelly called uptown, probably happy as a bitch, probably singing Happy People, and she mad as a motherfucker filming. Like, who the fuck is this girl? No pilot, what the fuck you, what? The fuck is she talking about? She got all the information. She heard the recordings. She got the letters. She got everything. Yo, come on, man. Like, stop praising the feds, man. ODM Slim, what it is. Yo, we don't praise the feds over here.
To him, but that were, obtained by the assistance from drug dealers. So it'll be interesting to see what he all has to say when he eventually testifies.
He's this former Syracuse University basketball player. You might remember he was arrested the same day as the raids on Sean Combs' properties. He was facing drug charges. That case was dropped. Wonder if it was maybe for his potential participation in this case, although I know he was granted immunity at the beginning
Then
of
that's another thing, yo.
But again,
then that's another thing. They got all these people on these weak ass charges. Probably coerce them, trick them into thinking that, we can send you to prison for the rest of your life. Ain't none of these people done anything too criminal. I mean, they transported drugs, not keys. Maybe 20 pills. Maybe a half ounce of cane, pink cocaine. Gotta be pink. Fuck around with Diddy. Maybe a prescription bottle of motherfucking Percocets, couple Vicodins. I mean, shit like that. But they got these people thinking that they facing 1,000,000 years and they ain't even did nothing. Niggas ain't get caught with nothing. Fuck. Like, this shit's so fucking bogus. I'd be glad people wake up to see what's going on, man. Look at this nigga. He's a drug mule. Check the drug mule out, y'all. Look. Yo got 2 prescription bottles. I done had way more pills than that in my day. Yo got 2 prescription bottles. That's probably 30. It's probably 30 in both. That nigga got 60 pills. Yeah, that nigga got 60 pills. And they said there's somebody here drug mule. Hey, yo. Get the fuck out of here. Look at this nigga. Ain't no motherfucking drug mule. That nigga's a fucking neighborhood dealer. Low level. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I was Diddy buy that shit for me. I done got Diddy right. Straight up. But I was hustling. Man, Diddy, I done served Diddy.
Talk about drugs, right, where the prosecution says that Sean Combs was using drugs to keep victims compliant, or the allegation that drugs...
Now, look, now he Bill Cosby. Hey, Slim. And these motherfuckers crazy, bro. Yo, Diddy wasn't using drugs to keep victims... Hold the fuck up. Yo, for one, they not victims. Yo, pay attention to the word. Yo, we're not dealing with victims, y'all. We're dealing with suspects and criminals. Nobody's a victim here. There's no victims in Diddy trial. It's only suspects and criminals. You know what I mean? Yo, he wasn't using drugs to keep his his victims at bay. They all was drug users. The fuck, they was partying. You know what I mean? If I do drugs, my girl do drugs, my homeboy do drugs, and we link together, we drugging. The fuck you mean? I'm not using those drugs to keep them at ease. No, hell no. They asking for the drugs. I just got the connections. I'm just calling my man. You know what I mean? What it is, see? I'm just calling my man. Yo, look. Yo, we gonna have a couple people over tonight. Bring them through. We partying. I need 20 E-pills. We rolling all night. Everybody get a pill. Yo, that's all. Yo, if you never lived the party lifestyle, you wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't get it. You would really believe this narrative. Yo, but when you party, like I didn't party, and like a lot of other people didn't party, man, that shit don't be about nothing. Now we all getting high in this bitch, the whole house high. You know what I mean? We got pills, we got E-pills, we got drink, and we partying. That's all this was, y'all. Ain't nothing more, nothing less. Right. Hey, I was a good thing he served Diddy a zip. He'd have been a kingpin. Straight up, yo. Look, the drug mule. Nigga, the motherfucking drug mule. This shit probably was personal use. That nigga was feeding Diddy out his personal package. They always on drugs, man.
Drug offenses are some of the underlying predicate crimes of racketeering conspiracy. You can ultimately see
that's how we came up in Baltimore, yo. Like, I don't know how everybody else came up. But back when we came up, yo, we partied. I'm talking about, man, we partied, man. Lean, weed, E-pills, girls, alcohol. Like, yo, niggas party, yo. Like, that's why I don't understand, like, this ODF Slim, though. Niggas party, yo, coming up. Man, we talked about that already. Yo, they cut my live off for talking about that shit. I can't talk about Iran. YouTube won't let me do it.
Okay, we got a super chat comment from Carol Mogan. Thank you to the dynamic duo, Jesse and Elizabeth. So kind. And by the way, I have to tell you, before we came on, Elizabeth shared an AI video that she found online of us as little babies, doing reporting, which is great. So
yeah, yo,
very,
when you
very
came
kind,
up the streets, you party,
very,
yo,
very
like
sweet out
especially
there.
now generation, niggas party, yo, like yo, we got fucked up. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even remember most nights. You feel me? Like nigga, my baby had to tell me like, yo, man, we did this. I done did wild shit that I couldn't tell you I did. This out the strength of, yo, that's how fucked up niggas was back then. And we had the time of our life, and ain't nobody ever said that they was coerced. Nobody ever said that they was motherfucking peer pressured. No, we all knew what it was. We partied. We young, wild, and reckless. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's how we came up. That's how we came up, y'all. Man, Detroit the building.
Is interested in doing that.
Yeah, I can't talk about it, Bob.
Comments.
They clipped my live. They clipped my live the other night when I was talking about that shit, man. I ain't fucking with them. Next thing they're gonna be trying to take my channel.
Elizabeth, I want you to set the record straight while I have a little bit more time with you. A lot of questions about what this case is and what this case is about and not about. So Janetta Monger says, question to Jesse, what about the underage children, people we've been hearing about from the beginning of Diddy's dilemma? Are we going to hear anything about children being used or involved?
Well, I think, yeah, that's one of kind of the big misconceptions about this federal trial specifically, is whether or not minors were involved. And I will say this, everybody, we haven't heard any ounce of evidence.
Yo, get the fuck out of here. Hey, yo, hell no. Yo, she ain't just say that. Yo, she did not just say that is one of the biggest misconceptions of the trial. Yeah, let me make sure that's what she said. Hold on, let's go back. Because I don't think that's what... maybe my ears fucked up. I've been working all day.
Well, I think, yeah, that's one of kind of...
Children, people, we've been questions about what this case is and what this case is about and not about. So Janetta Monger says, question to Jesse, what about the underage children, people we've been hearing about from the beginning of Diddy's dilemma? Are we going to hear anything about children being used or involved?
Well, I think, yeah, that's one of kind of the big misconceptions about this federal trial specifically, is whether or not minors were involved. And I will say this, everybody, we haven't heard any ounce of evidence that minors were involved or that Diddy was, you know, allegedly doing things sexual with minors. We haven't heard any of that in this.
Then why the fuck for damn near a year did y'all run video after video on it? Like, oh, this is the shit I be talking about. Prime example of what I be talking about. Nobody's gonna hold them accountable. This is one of the main pages. Where people get that narrative from? Where did people get the narrative that Diddy was fucking with minors? Cause you ain't get it here. I promise you ain't get it here. Cause we been knew that was false. Yo, where did they get that narrative? They got that narrative from Long Crime Network and Family. You know, the rest of the network that people probably don't know are part of the network. So they get asked the question and they don't say, you know what? Yo, I'm so sorry for putting that out there to people. You know, we ran video at the video telling y'all that it's minors in this case and Diddy did this and Diddy did that. Nope. They don't do none of that. They just move on. Act like somebody else started it. They started the whole fucking narrative. Banfield News Network or Newsmax, whatever the fuck you call it, Long Crime Network, had the whole world thinking that Diddy was fucking with children. A lot of y'all probably still think the shit. The crazy thing about it, a lot of people probably still thinking, but the people that watch KPG News every day knew that was garbage. Cause we been discredited that. Like, man, fuck, they ain't fucking nobody. Cause know why? Cause we read the paperwork. All of it. We ain't paraphrase it. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't paraphrase nothing. We read all the paperwork. And knew that, yo, ain't no minors in this case. Ain't no Justin Bieber in this case. Ain't no Usher in this case. Ain't no Meek Mills in this case. Ain't no Jay-Z in this case. This is Diddy and his girlfriends.
Trial, and I think that's one of the kind of the big misconceptions, is that people think that children are involved, other celebrities are involved, but so far, as far as the testimony we've heard so far,
wow, that is mind blowing. They just did that. Yo, they ain't take no accountability for that shit, yo. For real. Hey, yo, hey, one of those, who the fuck said that? Somebody in the comments? Yo, for real though, yo, I can't believe this. Nobody's gonna hold them accountable for this? For being fake news? Yo, nobody's gonna hold Long Crime Network accountable for being fake news. Niggas gonna keep watching this shit thinking they getting the real deal. Only reason I watch it, only reason we watch it over here is to refute it. The only reason we watch Sister Tells, Long Crime Network, is to get the truth out there. Other than that, we ain't got no reason why, because you ain't getting no truth. I watch Long Crime Network to get the information, you know, because they do deliver the information, but they deliver the information on the curve. You understand? They deliver the information that's most favorable to the agenda that's being pushed. They don't tell the truth. Also, he believed that narrative too. He thought it was kids and all that other shit. Man, niggas should have been watching Keep It G News from the beginning, yo. If niggas was watching Keep It G News from the beginning of the trial, niggas would have known. Niggas would have known. Matter of fact, let me see something. Let's see some of the titles that we had on Diddy from the beginning. Let's check some titles out. We probably got hella Diddy videos. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new. And make sure y'all check out that video I just dropped on Baltimore too. There you got 134 videos on Diddy. God damn. Let's go to the... Why do they always do that? Lives. Let's go all the way down. Would Diddy be a rat? What the fuck? Why do they always do that? This stand for Diddy after Cassie lawsuit gets released by CNN. Let's go back. December 3rd. Diddy hate disappeared. Surviving Diddy documentary. We went in on that shit. And we've been going there since the beginning, man. P. Diddy blow up in jail. Jail cell raid. New evidence exposed. Cassie, look. I said Cassie enjoyed the free calls back then. What date was this? I know that was January. What up, y'all? We ain't getting all the videos. Oh, I skipped some shit. Diddy case headed for dismissal. United States government stealing evidence. November 2024. Diddy running prison like a crime boss. Yo, Diddy alleged rape a 13-year-old girl. We went in on that. That was October 2024. Full detailed Diddy lawsuit. We went in on that. Definitely went in on his ass. You know, his ass a fucking liar. Diddy hate train stops here. October 13th, 2024. Feds playing dirty in Diddy case. October 11th, 2024. We been telling y'all, man. Diddy beef for liquor company. October 9th, 2024. Diddy lawsuits breaking down one by one. October 8th, 2024. Celebs paying Diddy victim's lawyer to keep. I don't know what the fuck that mean. What did Diddy do to Justin Bieber? Why primes give children to the industry? October 6th. Diddy been taken down by J. Prince. Diddy evidence won't be public. Signed by judge. This when everybody was saying, yo, they gonna release the Diddy list. What'd I say? October 5th, 2024. Diddy evidence won't be public. Signed by a judge. Like, yo, if you was following P. Diddy, the new Harvey Weinstein, October 4th, we went in on that. Diddy is nothing like Harvey Weinstein or Jeffrey Epstein. If you was following the right pages, you'd have been proof Diddy being set up, jaw dropping evidence on Gloria Allred lawsuit, October 3rd. Diddy accused of speak. Yo, like, yo, do I gotta continue? Diddy deserved to be taken down. We went in on that. Just a question mark, so that's not a statement. Yo, we've been going this since the beginning, man. Down goes Diddy did September 17th, 2024. I don't think we need to go no more. I just wanted to show y'all that we've been going in, telling the truth about Diddy since the fucking beginning, while the whole internet was lying. And everybody watching all them fucking fake ass pages, not getting no real news, just getting fed propaganda.
I think, yeah, that's when it kind of the big misconceptions about this federal trial specifically is whether or not minors were involved. And I will say this, everybody, we haven't heard any ounce of evidence that minors were involved or that Diddy was, you know, allegedly doing things sexual with minors.
Hey,
we haven't
Jack
heard
Smith.
any of that in this trial.
Cause this shit is bigger than Diddy, fuck boy. This about the feds overreaching on black people. Now, if you're not black, then fuck you. But this is what this case is about. It's about the overreach. It's about the feds overreaching their hand when it comes to black people. Regardless how people feel about Diddy, Diddy's a black American man. Born and raised. You heard me? He ain't come from the islands and none of that shit. And the feds always find a way to try to take a motherfucker down. Try to take a motherfucker down just cause they can. And then they manipulate the media. Oh, they don't manipulate the media. They use the media to manipulate the people, and the people so fucking stupid, we can never see through the play till it's too late. That's what this about, fuck boy.
And I think that's one of the kind of the big misconceptions is that people think that children are involved, other celebrities are involved. But so far, as far as the testimony we've heard so far, it really just has to do with just the victims that have already testified, right? That being Cassie, or the alleged victims, I should say. But again, that being Cassie, that being Jane, and that being Mia. Obviously, Jane and Mia using pseudonyms while they testify. But as far as just any mention of anybody under the age of 18 years old, that hasn't happened at all so far.
Got a very important question for you,
I'm sure I got a video on that bitch that say ain't no kids in Diddy case. I know that was in the title at least once or twice. I know that was for certain.
Delgado LeBron, question for Elizabeth. Have you drank your electrolytes for the day? And did you get to gather a vibe from what you could see? So have you drank your electrolytes and what's the vibe in the courtroom?
Yeah, so the electrolytes, yes, I'm drinking my water. I'm making sure I have my water because it's a little hot out here. But the vibes in the courtroom today, I think a lot of people just wanted to know what Brendan Paul had.
Why you think that, bro? Yo, Diddy didn't freak off with high-powered people, bro. Like, well, how the hell do you think that, bro? We've been speaking about this shit all this time. Yo, Diddy didn't freak off with high-powered people. Diddy freaked off with his girlfriends, man. That's it. That's all. That's it and that's all, y'all. There's no high-powered people. That was a narrative that was being placed upon people by mainstream media. There was never no proof of any of that. Diddy parties are Diddy parties. Now, can you fuck something at Diddy party? Maybe. But it wasn't like all-out freak-off events. You said he'll get off. Know what you mean? I do hear you out, yo. You said that you think he has some high-powered people. And the Fed stepped in and let Diddy know, you try that shit again. No, yo, it wasn't no high-powered people. Wasn't no high-powered people, y'all. That was just a narrative to make the situation look bigger than it is. That's how you gang. That's why I'm so pissed off with them. Cause they sitting there acting like they didn't play a role in this narrative with children. They played the role in this narrative with children. And then she sitting up this bitch smiling when they really need to be apologizing to the people for misleading them. That's what they really need to be doing. Yo, we are so sorry that we misled y'all into believing that, yo, it was kids in this case. Because we knew it wasn't. Because how did I know it wasn't? How did I know it wasn't? They had to know. Let me see if I got a video that's titled Ain't No Kids in Diddy Case. I know I did. Sure I did. Kids. Diddy. Sure I do somewhere. Chicago Bell. Fuck, why I always do that shit? I'm sure I got some of this bitch motherfucking somewhere. Fucking. I'm sure. I know if it ain't in the title, we definitely talked about it. Everybody over here know that we just talked about that shit, man. Ain't no kids in this case. There was never no kids in this case. It's just.
I think, yeah, that's one of kind of the big misconceptions about this federal.
It's crazy that they just was able to do that and not take no accountability. Like, yo, we gotta start holding media accountable, man. That's why they able to get away with this shit. It should be everybody in the comments should be like, man, y'all lied. Y'all lied, man. Blatantly. Like they wasn't just reporting the news, they was blatantly lying. Because they had all the paperwork that we had, probably even more paperwork than we had. So how did we know? How did we know months ago that it wasn't no kids? Why we didn't have to wait for the trial? This the first time, and since Diddy been arrested, have they came out and said it wasn't no kids. Got the whole world thinking this nigga was a fucking child molester. Man, remember people used to come over here leaning on me. You supporting a child molester. Y'all remember that? You supporting a pedophile. Yo, who remembers that? Yo, like, yo, we still had, yo, one point we had 1,500 people here going in. You supporting a child molester. Diddy did this to Justin. Yo, do y'all remember? I ain't never gonna forget it. Because I was like, yo, wow, these people are seriously misled. We over this bitch telling the truth. And they over this bitch coming over here with lies. Yo, who remember? G-Man, you was here. I know you remember that shit. Because you used to be tripping off of it too. Like, yo, where the fuck y'all getting this information from, man? Like, yo, ain't no kids in this case. Who told y'all that? Remember? Who the fuck told y'all that? Shit's a lie. Where's C? Now where the people are now? We need all them people back. Yeah, he overstepped his boundaries. That's what this all about. It's definitely about Diddy overstepping his boundaries. That's what the whole case is about. It ain't about sex trafficking, because they don't have a sex trafficking case. That's why they did such a great job of manipulating the media, manipulating the people through the media. That was part of that. That was part of the federal tactics. That's what Tony Busby was. That's what Ariel Mitchell was. What happened to them people? And y'all don't think that's strange? Yo, what happened to Ariel Mitchell and Tony Busby? Where the fuck they go at? Ironically, they just disappear come trial time. Where happened to these people? They all gone. That was all part of the play, like I've been saying from the beginning. That was all part of the play. Kill him in the media, all the way up until the trial. I think I even said that before. On YouTube. They're going to kill him in the media all the way up until the trial comes, then they're going to disappear. Because they didn't have a case. They never had a case. It was all about slander. It was all about, yo, we're going to run over them in public opinion, so we're going to make it easy for ourselves in court. That was the play from the beginning. That was the play. And we talked about it extensively over here. Extensively we talked about it. Yo, that's the play, y'all. It's obvious. Or at least it was obvious to us. I don't know how it was to anybody else, but it was obvious what they was running. They was announcing lawsuits they didn't file. That was a red flag flag on the play. They had Ariel Mitchell going from platform to platform lying about tapes with underage kids. She was on platforms lying. Do we gotta go back to that again? Let's go back to that real quick before we end the live. Ariel Mitchell, Banfield. Listen to this shit. Look.
Ned's excited for his big
102,000 people watched this.
Wondering,
what if a flaky platform?
102,000 people watched this live. And this is clipped up. So the whole video.
What are you hearing tonight?
Listen to this.
I actually received the New York Post article from the person who contacted me to sell the tape. They sent me that article. I was not shocked by what I read in the article. I was hoping that even the client that I contacted would reach out and see and kind of alert that person that this was going on and to possibly.
This is a fucking lie. A lie. A falsehood. Intentionally. Yo, Diddy sued her for $50 million. How many people knew that? That's why she's so fucking quiet now. Diddy is suing her for $50 million for going from platform to platform lying. Man, I wouldn't touch her. If she can pull some shit like that off. 656,000 people watch this. Lie. 55,000 people watch this. Lie. All these are lies. Diddy accuser claims she was drugged, raped. Lies. It's all lies, man. Man, fuck no. I wouldn't touch her. She vicious. She be the one motherfucker try to put charges on you. Whenever you can do this shit to another person.
What are you hearing tonight?
Whenever you can do this to another person, man, should nobody be fucking her. She shouldn't be getting fucked by nobody. She better go find a motherfucking Asian. should no black man be doing nothing with this girl, man. She bad news.
The New York Post article from the person who contacted me to sell the tape. They sent me that article. I was not shocked by what I read in the article. I was hoping that even the client that I contacted would reach out and see and kind of alert that person that this was going on and to possibly help them. The person who has the tape really doesn't want to shop it around. They really want to help and give it to.
So she's lying like it's tapes of Diddy with another superstar having sex with an underage person. She's lying, saying that she's trying to. Somebody reached out to her about the tape, and she trying to reach to the person who was in the video with Diddy, who's more high profile than Diddy, and sell the tape back to this person. All this is a lie. She got on platforms and said, we gave the tapes to the feds. Another lie. It was all lies. The whole media firestorm around Diddy's name was fucking lies. And you got shit like News Nation and a lot of these other platforms pushing it.
Wanted to directly sell it to that person, but it seems as if they are going elsewhere.
You know, we know that you've seen the footage. You talked about that last week when you were with us. So, you know, as you know who it is, and I know that you can't tell us who it is for all the reasons, right? But as you know who it is, and as we're moving through this story, and it's starting to really feel like it's unraveling, and you feel bad for the person, and we don't even know who it is. Is there anything more you can tell us about that part?
Look at this, yo. How can you do this to a person? Yo, they straight face lying to hundreds of thousands of fucking people. Like, yo, people don't like, yo, man. I don't understand what happened to the world, y'all. Man, this page this page needs to be taken down for this shit. Then they found a black woman to sell them out. A black sellout. Told you black sellouts are the worst thing that happened to the black community. In order for us to get anywhere, we got to remove these people first. We can't go nowhere as long as we got these people mingling in. You know what I mean? We got these people who motherfucking blending into the community. We gotta expose them and get them out of there. It wasn't no way she was supposed to participate in this shit, man.
Part of it?
I really do feel bad about the person. Part of the reason that I did come and say something outside of just to protect my own safety, but I wanted to sound the alarm, essentially, bring the dog whistle, if you will, to that person that maybe they should do something about this before it came out. Mm-hmm. If I was them, I would do something about this, and the only way to do anything is to do the catch and kill. That's all.
She lying. She knows she lying. No, I don't think you can call this gossiping. I'm trying to expose the lies that media is telling to the people. Media shapes public opinion. Media shapes perception. This is why everybody in the world, damn near, thought Diddy case was about children. They thought they had a real case because of these people. Because of these people. Lying. With straight faces on. Looking dead in the camera. Ain't no way I could participate in no shit like this, man. I don't understand how these people sleep at night knowing that this is what they getting paid to do. Push lies to thousands of people, millions of people.
The only way to ensure that it doesn't come out, you know, we're taught that God helps those who help themselves. So if we have a situation where that person does have the opportunity to purchase the video, if I were them, I would absolutely purchase the video.
Wow. Well, do you think this is going to surface publicly? I mean, are we getting close to that moment?
Listen to this.
From what I'm hearing, I think so.
Look,
I'm hearing whispers.
Look, the video won't come out publicly. No video. No video ever existed. Like, yo, they're sitting there having a conversation about something that ain't real. They having a conversation about something that ain't real. Straight face to thousands of people, millions of people. Yo, this is egregious, man. It ain't just her. It ain't just, they all did it. Look at this shit, y'all. This shit was terrible, y'all. They took the video down with the accuser. Remember we watched that shit. Look. Diddy accuser claims she was drug raped by multiple men. Lies. All lies. Shit was terrible, y'all. I don't know. I don't think Diddy would have wanted his name tarnished like this, because that's all he did was tarnish his name and his legacy. But it's just crazy, yo, that people ate this shit up like the way they did. It's like my man said, what you say? They said it's gonna be missiles and rockets and all they got baby on the Astroglide, some shit like that. Like, yo, people really thought that this was gonna shake the industry up. Remember, it was, yo, Diddy gonna tell. Remember, people was running that narrative. Yo, Diddy gonna snitch. No, he not. Y'all remember that? No, he ain't. Diddy ain't telling on nobody, man. Diddy trying to prove his innocence. Diddy don't believe he sex trafficked anybody because he didn't. Diddy ain't ready to tell. Yo, Diddy gonna take a plea deal. Man, Diddy ain't taking no plea deal. They thought we was tripping. But everything that we said, yo, been true. It's been honest. It's been real. Not fabricated. Weapons of mass destruction. They gave his baby all the ash from God. For real though, y'all like, we didn't even get to talk about Tony Busby. And now all these people are gone. You don't hear from Lil Rod. You don't hear from this girl. You don't hear from Tony Busby. You don't hear from Gloria Allred. What the fuck happened to Gloria Allred? Matter of fact, let's go to her interview. Gloria Allred Diddy. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? 487,000 people watched this.
In that alleged sale.
Listen to this shit, y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, matter of fact, tomorrow live, we're gonna do a video exposing all the lies. We're gonna go through all this shit tomorrow night. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. Remember? Y'all remember we watched this and we got on her? Like, she couldn't even answer no questions.
The second cause of action. That defendant Combs and another
Diddy
defendant.
probably never seen this girl day in his fucking life. Yeah, Diddy probably never seen this girl. Fuck probably. Diddy, I'ma say, Diddy ain't never seen this girl day in his fucking life, man. Where the fuck they done found this girl at the street? She probably was homeless. Like, man, look, we gonna need you to get on stage. We gonna need you to get on the news and lie and cry like Diddy was, like he was a Diddy victim.
Defendant committed a quote violation of New York City Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act by viciously and violently
hit that like button,
forcing sexual contact, oral sex, and sexual intercourse on the plaintiff.
Look,
end quote.
She a crisis actor. Look how many people watch this though, y'all. 400. Look at this. Oh shit. We fucked it up. 487,000 people watch this. A lie. She knows she lying. She knows she lying. She knows she lying. But they don't need to give a fuck. And they don't apologize either. They just keep it going. Keep the lie going.
Pardon me?
Sally, on your right, if you go to look at this.
The court may deem just, quote, recording and showing others the video of themselves violently raping the plaintiff.
Damn!
And the defendant
Yo, what the fuck?
intimate.
Yo, listen to this shit, y'all. Lies. Violently. Yo, she said Diddy got a video violently raping this girl. Violently raping her, yo. Think about that. What if somebody put that on your name and did a news conference about it? Come on, yo, like, yo, this was a fucking a hit job from the beginning.
In our complaint, we asked that, quote, defendants should be ordered to account for and
That's such a
destroy
dumbass up, Jane.
all copies of the video that are in their actual or constructive possession.
Well, I told you, he's suing the black girl for $50 million. He gonna get around all of them. Watch.
Or control, end quote. And that, quote, defendants should be temporarily and permanently enjoined from further disseminating or publishing any intimate videos of plaintiff, end quote. We also allege in the third cause of action that Combs and another defendant committed a violation of New York City Administrative Code, Section 10-180, quote, recording and showing others the video of themselves violently raping the plaintiff. And the defendants disclosed an intimate image of plaintiff without her consent, end quote.
Yo, remember we did this live? Where the fuck they get this information from? Did y'all see the video? Like, yo, people gotta stop just watching this shit and start applying logic. Start applying common sense. Yo, we don't believe our victims. Because all these people ain't victims. We believe the real victims. We believe what makes sense. Not this shit doesn't make sense. They talking about a video that was passed around, but how the fuck did y'all see it? Who told y'all it was being passed around? Do y'all have possession of the video? Like, ask real questions, man.
As a result of these and other allegations in our complaint, we request that judgment be entered against defendants as follows. Awarding compensatory damages for all physical injuries, emotional distress, psychological harm, anxiety, humiliation, physical and emotional pain and suffering, family and social disruption, and other harm in an amount to be determined at trial. Awarding punitive damages in an amount to be determined at trial.
But they ain't put no money on
attorney's
it.
Fees and costs pursuant to any applicable statute or law, including under New York City Administrative Code, Section 10-1104, New York Civil Rights Law, Section 52-B2, New York City Administrative Code, Section 10-180, and any other applicable statute or law. We're also seeking additional relief that the court may deem just and proper. As a result of what is alleged in the lawsuit, Thalia alleges that she has suffered and continues to suffer, among other damages, emotional harm, including mental anguish, emotional distress.
Yo, wait till they start asking the questions. Listen to how little Elroy answers the questions, yo. Listen to this shit.
It is long overdue for those who have caused her to suffer to be held accountable.
Listen to this shit. Listen to the questions. Yo, Willie Elroy gets paid to push narratives. Remember, she was the Me Too chick. They got these people, yo, that when it's showtime, they come out. She's one of them. Tony Busby is another one.
Okay, a little more. Thank you. There you go. Thank you.
This is terrible, yo. Look at this shit, yo. This is terrible, yo. Hey, yo, this is fucking terrible, man. Yo, this is bad, man.
The internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by and during the assault.
Oh, this is crazy. Cool, you gotta say more than that. Give us some, keep talking, don't cry now.
It's a pain that reaches into your very core of who you are and leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal.
Yo, they had, I swear, yo, they had motherfuckers going with this shit, boy. Especially women, they probably like, they need to die. The whole time this shit was all lies. I don't even want to hear that shit. I want y'all to listen to the question.
Sexual discomfort, the violation I have experienced.
Your client going through assault, what, where, when, what occasion?
I want to continue on this journey towards recovery and healing.
It's my first gig right here.
But that's a temporary feeling of relief.
Thalia is not going to be taking any questions, but I'll be happy to take some questions.
No questions? What? No questions? You come out years later, you can't answer no questions? Ain't nobody question that. Now listen to her answer these questions. This the funny part.
Or could you talk about the context of this assault, what, where, when, what occasion?
The question is, can I speak about the context? of this alleged assault? No.
Hey, yeah, the nigga asked her, yo, can you speak about the context? When, where, how? Yo, she said no. Hey, yo, come on, man. Hey, yo, people can't be that motherfucking naive. Yo, she said no. Because she don't have any context. She don't have any when. She don't have anywhere. Because it never happened. It never happened. Yeah, this shit crazy. Look, she ain't done though.
Victoria, can you?
I'm rolled up. What it is?
I know it's difficult for your client going through this, but what prompted her to come forward now?
It was time to file this lawsuit.
Yeah, look at the answers though, yo.
The video that was allegedly recorded during the alleged violation.
Question is, what do I know about the video that was recorded?
Yeah, what do you know? Where is it now? Is it still? Where is the video?
Yeah. There are many details in the complaint.
Hey, yo, she might have just did this shit and said, we not answering no questions. Yo, she don't have any answers, yo. Because it's not real. It's fake. It's fabricated. Because it's fabricated, man. It's funny because people fell for this. It's funny because people fell for this. They did this the whole time leading up to Diddy trial. Now, poof, be gone. Disappeared. And it's funny because I've been telling y'all this since the very fucking beginning. You can go back and watch all the videos with Diddy name in the title. I've been telling y'all this since the very beginning. Since the very beginning. She don't have no answers. Look, it get worse.
The complaint alleges that it was taken without her knowledge and consent, that she wouldn't have consented, that it was then published and viewed by others.
Did y'all see it?
And they still be out there being viewed.
This is bad.
Did the allegations in this complaint overlap in any way with the criminal charges against Mr. Combs?
The question is, does this complaint overlap with the criminal charges that have been filed? My understanding of the criminal charges are that the charges are sex trafficking, RICO, and transportation of a prostitute.
Y'all funny as shit.
We are not alleging any of those criminal charges in our complaint.
Has she been in touch with federal prosecutors at all?
Question is, have I been in touch?
I said you or your client been in touch with federal prosecutors about her allegation?
About this? I have no comment.
Hey, yeah, it's fucking crazy. Look, out of all the 200 lawsuits of Diddy, yo, why ain't nobody understand? Why is only 2 victims? Why is it only 2 victims, man? Yeah. Hey, I can't believe people fell for this shit, yo. I can't believe people fell for this, man. I mean, I can't believe it because it was being force fed. It was being force fed to you. All the blogs was sharing it. All the blogs was pushing a message. Meanwhile, over here we were like, yo, y'all is crazy, yo. Y'all is getting misled like a motherfucker. Yo, that's my kid. Yo, I don't. Yo, my kids. My son lift that. Yo.
A grand jury.
Pardon me?
Grand jury, federal prosecutors, or grand jury, Ms. Graves spoke to either.
Is the question, has she testified before the grand jury? Is that the question?
Yes, that's the question.
Let's put it this way. I never comment on whether any of my clients have testified before the grand jury.
No, she didn't testify for the grand jury. Just say no.
Before the grand jury.
Oh yeah, just say no.
Since the grand jury is a secret proceeding.
Just say no, man.
Gloria, this other defendant in the video, alleged defendant, is this a celebrity?
Is the other defendant alleged to be in the video, and what was the remainder of your question?
Is that person, that alleged defendant, is that person a celebrity?
Is the person that has not been named by me a celebrity? Not as far as I know.
Gloria, as disturbing as the video may be, have you yourself laid eyes on the video?
Have I looked at the video? No. I have not viewed the video, nor do I wish to view the video. Nor
Then how the fuck you know a video exists? Like, yo, people gotta ask these questions. Yo, they talk about a video that none of them seen, but you suing for it. So how the fuck do you know it's real? Because it's not real. It's no video, Alan. She didn't watch it. It doesn't exist. This was all fake. It was all fabricated. It was all lies. It was all lies, y'all.
Did anyone else view the video? With the exception of if law enforcement and a court believe that they should and are permitted to view a pornographic video as evidence in the case, if they have it,
I don't need it, bro.
then that would be it.
Just to be clear.
We don't ever view pornographic videos, even if they might end up being evidence in the case.
Because all these lawsuits got tossed out. That's how you know it's lies. If it was true, she'd be testifying in front of the grand. She'd be in trial right now. None of these people are in trial. None of these people. Diddy ain't charged with rape. All these people said Diddy raped them. Y'all don't think they'd have fit that into the indictment? Rape? What? This was all lies.
We do not transmit any such video, if we have it, to any other person, because we do not think it is permitted under the law.
Gloria, Elizabeth Blackmaster from CNN.
Would you please speak up? It's hard to hear you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back here and a bit short. In the complaint, you noted that your client learned about this video in November 2023. That is around the time of the first public lawsuit, at least, against Sean Combs from his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. I'm curious how you and your client learned about the existence of this video.
You're saying
That's what she
that
said.
this incident is alleged to have occurred about the time of another lawsuit having been filed? I'm sorry, I can't understand your question.
Per the complaint, this alleged incident occurred in 2001, but your client learned about the existence of the video in 2023, more than 20 years after. I'm curious how she learned about the existence of that video.
20 years later.
Yeah, so the question is, she alleges that the incident took place in 2001, but you are saying that it is alleged in the complaint that was filed that she learned about it in 2022. And then the question is, how did she learn about it? We have no comment in response to that question.
Gloria, has Diddy reached out to your client?
Excuse me?
Has Diddy reached out to your client?
Question is, has Diddy reached out
Why the fuck she repeating everything?
to her? I think we will not comment on that either.
Gloria, I know this is very difficult for your clients, but
Yo, I'm just showing y'all, how these people are. This is devilish work. Like they calling Diddy, they calling Diddy a devil. Like this is devilish work. Like how can you do this to a person repeatedly? How can you get on here, know you lying, have a whole media circus, straight face in front of millions of people and just lie? And you ain't just lying. Your lying is damaging another person. It's damaging another person. Like, this crazy, y'all.
a little bit of a background. Where did she come from? Or what did she do? Can you give us some details about your client, please?
No, I can't provide further details about where she came from or what she does.
You haven't provided details yet about nothing.
Or if your knowledge, has any law enforcement agency reviewed this video for possible criminal charges?
So
I'm defending the truth.
Has any criminal law enforcement, is the question, has any law enforcement agency
viewed the video for possible criminal?
Viewed the video. I'm not able to answer that question.
She can't answer shit.
Your client says that she was threatened after this alleged attack. Can you elaborate on those threats?
Question is, can I elaborate on the allegation that she was threatened after the attacks? And no, because really
No fucking
I'm not
video,
able to comment on or expand upon any evidence or anything that might have evidentiary value.
You haven't gave us no answers.
Or there's an allegation in the lawsuit that the video was made available for sale. Can you elaborate on that? And does Mr. Combs?
There's an allegation that the video was made available to whom?
For sale?
Oh, that was made available for sale.
Correct. Yeah. That's new. There have been other accusers, other women who have said that they believe they were filmed and that the videos were shared. But I
There's
think
no
this might be the
video,
first,
right? This ain't true, yo.
complaint allegation that the video was made available for sale somehow.
It ain't hit the market yet.
I have not compared what we have alleged in the lawsuit to what others have previously alleged in their lawsuits. So I can't tell you whether this is the first that has alleged that this video was made available for sale or not.
Then why nobody's saying it yet? This was months ago. Anybody buy it yet? Where WACK 100 at? WACK 100 buys all the videos. Like, I'm sure he'd love to get his hands on this one. Shit ain't real, man. I don't even want to listen to her, boy. She just go on lying and shit. I'm done, yo. It's getting late. I gotta take my ass to bed. Yo, tomorrow, we gonna revisit all this shit. Yo, we gonna go through all the lies. Tomorrow lies told on Diddy. We gonna go from Tony Busby to this girl to the SB. Man, we gonna go through all them motherfuckers, yo, cause this shit got to stop. Like, these people gotta be held accountable for this shit, yo. Like, come on, this is crazy. Yeah, straight up, man. Yo, we keep that shit real, man. Cause yo, this is fucked up, yo. Cause they do this often. It's just amazing, yo, that people is willing to participate in this type of fuckery. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, they gonna be saying they victims. Look, y'all ready gonna be a victim now. When they come down on her with some type of lawsuit, they should go claim victim. Oh, I was a victim. I mean, they forced me. I was coerced. Nah, fuck out of here. You wasn't cursed. That's the same shit they try to pass us off with the bullshit now. Everybody participate, they want to be a victim when it's beneficial. Fuck no, you ain't no motherfucking victim. Take this $50 million lawsuit, kick out that money. You lied to millions of people. Yo, millions of people watch this, y'all. Like, I'm laughing and joking, but it really ain't funny. Y'all know how I am. Yo, millions of people watch this. Millions. I told y'all. They didn't have a case. They didn't have a criminal case. The only hope was to kill him in public opinion. If we can kill him in public opinion, we can kill him in court. But it's not going that way. You know what I mean? I think they seriously underestimated people like me. People like Sean G. People that's independent, they got a voice too, they got a following as well. Yeah, we might ain't got the million. Yeah, but we reaching hundreds of thousands and millions of people monthly as well. And those people talk to people. You know what I mean? I told y'all, yo, what's going on right now is the fight. It's a fight over the narrative. It's a fight over the narrative. Mainstream media trying to take the narrative back. And independent media. It's like we're playing tug of war with the narrative, man. Come on, indicate. What the fuck is y'all doing? Come on. Yeah, that's what it's about, though, y'all. It's just amazing, y'all, that people is willing to participate. Just like Cassie. Just like Daphne. I mean, Diddy, 50 baby mother. You can't participate. You can't participate in the fuckery, then be a victim. No, man. That's not. No, fuck no. We ain't doing that. Cause like I was saying earlier, right? What about the people that's not willing to sell their soul? They the victims. Think about the people that sold their soul, right? Like Cassie. Cassie sold her soul. Who else was on that label at that time? What other female artists that didn't participate was on the label at that time? Like, how many people get overlooked because you got people that's willing to sell their soul? People that's willing to do anything for profit. How many people get overlooked because they got morals?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Martin, that's a bit much, man.
Hold up, y'all.
Tommy, this could work, man. You know why? Because see, her father see that I'm a man.
They got morals. They got principles.
Her father see that I'm a man.
God damn.
Gina will see that.
Those are the real victims, y'all. Think about that. People getting overlooked because they not trying to play in them lines. They got the talent. They want the talent to speak for them. But then you got other people who they might not be as talented, but they willing to do whatever the fuck they gotta do. You got black male actors that'll take a motherfucking, that'll get fucked in their ass for a position. And they going up against people that ain't standing for that. Now the people that ain't standing for that, they not getting the job. Those are the victims. If you want to talk about victims, they the biggest victims in all this shit. The people that's not willing to get quid pro quo. Let's talk about them. Stop motherfucking calling people victims that's allowing themselves to be quid pro quo. You ain't a motherfucking victim, you's a participant. The real victim is the person that didn't stand for it. The person that lost the position. The person who you got the position over. Because you wasn't as talented as them, but you was willing to go the extra mile. Those are the victims. If we want to talk, if we want to discuss victims. But people don't even talk about that though. People don't even look at them as victims. But they the victims, man. They the ones that lose. The people that's not willing to conform. They just want to work. They just want their talent to speak for themselves. Then you got people like Cassie that's willing to participate in freak offs. That's willing to motherfucking do everything just to get ahead. Think about that shit. Let's start calling them victims. Not people that's selling their soul. They ain't victims. You knew what the fuck you was doing. But I gotta take my ass to sleep. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button if you can. Share the live. It's another day. Keep it G News. And I'm out.